Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. This is Laggie the Couch. Hi, how are ya? Hope you're doing well. Tonight is PARANORMASIGHT, and we're gonna play it. We're gonna see what happens, but let me do my audio check, and then we'll get in game, and then we'll talk about stuff, because, quite frankly, the music on this, like, title screen is outrageous. It's just too much, man. It really is. But it's good for audio checking, at least. So we can take advantage of that. It's like, you're just showing the title of the game, man. You don't have to make it sound like a demon is being resurrected. Although, well, we'll talk about game plot stuff in a little bit. Okay, game audio sounds fine. I sound fine. Everything is fine. It's all good. Is my controller working? I wonder. I forgot that we've been having issues with it at the beginning of streams. There we go. Yeah. It's totally working. Okay, start game. And we're in to this tale, this nightmare scenario involving curses and legends and mysteries and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll speak in more specifics later. I know I'm being vague. But yeah, like I said, hello, welcome to the stream. Laggie Couch is on the case, head detective here. PARANORMASIGHT is a game. It's kind of a visual novel type game. The overarching story is essentially the town of Honjo has several mysteries associated with it, and it turns out that these mysteries are tied to curses that can be used to collect the souls of others and possibly to resurrect the dead. So that's kind of like the main sort of like the bedrock of this this spooky haunted mansion. Now, this is part 7, I think, unless I can't count, of this of streaming this game. So we are well into the story at this point. So obviously there's going to be spoilers, and also this game is a little bit disturbing, so you've been warned on that front as well. If you don't want spoilers, this is your last chance to get out, because I'm going to start talking about them right about now. Okay, all the non-spoiler wanting people are here. Good. Let's see. So last time, the major developments were, let's take a look at our log, actually. So, there's this murderer guy that was on the loose. He was let out and became a curse bearer. Fumichika Nejima was his name, and he became the janitor at this like high school place. And well, that's bad. Obviously, you don't want to. You typically want a murderer, mass murderer, even working at your high schools and stuff. He was on the loose. He had a curse stone, and he kidnapped the daughter of one of our main characters. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, hardened veteran cop dude, and his daughter being Yame Tono. And then the murderer ended up dead, and Yame was nowhere to be found. And so, signs are pointing to Yame perhaps being possessed by some sort of ancient magician or onmyoji, and maybe pulling the strings behind the scenes to like be the mastermind behind all this craziness that's befallen the town of Honjo. By the way, before I continue with my plot summary stuff, I see Gav in chat. Hey there, Gav. How's it going? I hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that the chips that you ate were delicious. And the toast comment, I have nothing really to say about. But, right, so back to the plot. That was like the main sort of revelation from last time, I would say. Also, so there's this, where is she? Yeah. Natsue Yamamori, who is kind of being built up as maybe the big bad. She's, as you can see, the chairwoman of this this soap company that has a lot of history in the town of Honjo. But it kind of turns out, at least if we're to believe her secretary, Takumi, that she may have less to do with it than we think. She wishes she was the big bad, but I don't think she's got like the spiritual power or anything like that. At least that's what they're hinting at. We'll see what happens. So that's the latest and greatest as far as I understand it. So I guess we can go ahead and start. I don't even have my headphones on yet. Want to hear this awesome? Yeah. For some reason, I've been really into, like, what would you say? Kind of like investigation BGM and, like, visual novels. I've been watching a streamer play, oh, I've forgotten. Danganronpa recently. Or Danganronpa. I don't know how to actually pronounce it. Danganronpa sounds right. And some of the music in that game is really lodged into my brain. This kind of fits in there too. It's nice, you know? It's nice. Honks says the missing texture crowbar is coming. I see, Honks. Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. That's an inside joke from the Discord server. By the way, we have a Discord server. You should join it. Please join it. Please don't make me feel so alone all the time. Oh, God. Okay. Now then. This is kind of our story chart. So as you can see, we kind of have... Well, we've got 5. We're up to 5 at this point, sort of main storylines. There was a Shogo line, he was kind of like the prologue. Shogo's dead. His line has ended. There's nothing more to do up here unless there's a big twist. What is it called? What, the Discord server? I'll tell you, Gav, if you... I think this works. Yeah, there you go. There's a link to it. Right there. How did Shogo die, asked Honks. Well, that's still a bit of a mystery, admittedly. They found him in the park, drowned. So we think that the one of the curse stones was used on him. Let's see, the Whispering Canal seems to have been used on him, but as for who actually did it and pulled the trigger on that curse, unknown at this point. Still one of the main mysteries of the game, I would say. But, as I said, Shogo's up there, he's gone. There's the Haruwe Shigima storyline. She was a mother whose son was kidnapped about a year ago by a black magic practitioner associated with Nejima, who was trying to get back at her because she discovered a clue that kind of helped turn him in. So, that's kind of been wrapped up. She still has designs on resurrecting her son. And I think the first storyline we're going to hit today is probably hers. We're going to learn about her last resort. She's employed Richter. You can kind of see there. He's a badass private eye type. We have the Tetsuo storyline. I kind of hinted at him before, but he's like a grizzled veteran detective guy. He's trying to keep the peace as far as we know, and his daughter may be responsible for everything here. Although, she was possessed, so may not be 100% her will, but we'll see what happens. And then there's the Yako storyline. Yako's a normal high schooler whose friend killed themselves, or appeared to have killed themselves, but was actually killed by someone to get, like, a relic, I think. She was briefly possessed by this friend, and is actually physically responsible for the murders of some of the antagonists in her friend's life. But she's been cured of that, and now she's just, I don't know what she's doing anymore. She's kind of like hanging out, I guess. And then there's the Mayu storyline here at the bottom, which is very short, but basically she was locked up for a while. She's also a curse bearer, but she's turned her stone in, so she may be out of the picture. But she's the wife of a police officer that was murdered to kind of kick all this stuff off, honestly. He was found in the park. He seems to be from a line of, once again, magicians or onmyojis, or mystics, or however you want to put it, that has some history with the rite of resurrection. So, that is a lot of exposition. That is not a very good exposition. I am positive I have missed some key points in there. We'll have to fill in the blanks as we go through. You can see that up here's the timeline. Day is fading into night. And at nighttime in Honjo, curse stones can be used. During the day, their power wanes and diminishes, but at night, they're fully active. So yeah, things should be ramping up here after a long daytime of kind of like investigation and putting pieces together and stuff. Gav's asking which chat is for memes. It's the pizza chat, I think, Gav, in the Discord server. I have some tea over here that'll be ready in 1 minute and 20 seconds. So, actually, I may just get it right now before we get started. Since we're stalling, why not stall some more? Why not just go all in on the stalling? Okay. Yo. My headphones are hooked on the mic. That's good. That's what you want. Pretty sure I got tea on my monitor there. Oh, I spilled! Damn it. Give me a sec. Ah! There's tea on the desk. I was afraid of that. I thought that might happen. I thought I would be careful, but not careful enough, it would seem. Whew, okay. Alright, I don't think there's any permanent stains. Everybody can calm down. It's okay, it's okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty hot. I need tea because my voice was dying during last night's tap stream. And I would like to make it through this. This may be the last stream. It feels like things are kind of coming to a head. We will see. Starting now with The Last Resort, a chapter in Haruwe Shigima's storyline. Helpful summary. Haruwe and Richter's the private eye, rescue Mai Chizoa. Chozawa. Shut up, phone! I got the T already. Oh my... Haruhi and Richter rescue Mayu Chozawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yumioka. Yet they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Haruhi's home. When? When what? When what? We'll find out. It's 5 p.m. Shigima Mansion. Reception room. We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Shimida City today had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Shimida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Split. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Whose story? Wow, way to drop that out of nowhere with no context, Richter. Jeez. He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it'd be harder for him to keep his cool. I'm sorry, what's going on? Why are we panicked? Oh! Hi there, Ayame. Well, this is potentially very bad. Who's that? Says Honks. This is Ayame Tono. We think she's the main bad guy. She may be possessed by an ancient mystic whose motives are unknown, but probably not good for us. Hi, Ayame. I wonder what her intentions are. Yeah, me too. How's she able to act like nothing happened? Stop being vague and tell me what happened! Is this just how girls are these days? Everyone's being, like, so vague about crap. I don't understand. Okay, well. Let's talk to you first, since I don't know why you're here. Like, Richter, I understand. Should I think a little bit, too? Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? Jeez. Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nejima with your own curse stone. Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. What are you planning? Huh? Me? Well, obviously. I'm on to my last resort. So, you're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. It's the Taiko of Suguru. We thought she might have that one. Let's take a look at the Taiko of Suguru real quick and get some info on that. So, it's one of the 7 mysteries. It's the one with the drums. So, I don't really know what the deal is with it. It's one of those, like, weird sort of stories where they had a tower and they could use drums instead of, like, clappers. And the residents thought it was weird, and it's like, okay, how is this a scary story at all? But usually the ones that seem, like, innocent and, like, odd are the, sometimes the spookiest. So we'll see. Then why go after other people's curse stones? Because killing people is bad, you know? Don't you think so, too? Yes. You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Man, that was a tough morality test there, wasn't it? I think I passed it, though. Right? It's not even 1 for 1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul dregs gathered by others. But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. The world's gone soft. With no one mercilessly using their curses in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namagaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Ick, creepy much. Are you stalking me? The face. I may have heard it from a detective I know. There it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just because they know a couple of cops. But the police is filled with nothing but scum. Interesting statement. Given that Haruhi is like... She comes from a long line of policemen, I think. My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the Force. Ooh, that disgusted face. Ooh, it's doing things to me. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated. Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm... no thank you. Okay. She didn't want to know. She's not interested, I guess. Okay, so she must have told us that she killed Nejima. And now we don't know if she's going to kill us or not, because why wouldn't she? Let's do introductions. Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. Huh? Well, I am Haruo Shigima, and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Okay, this is something I messed up on last stream that I noticed. I called Haruo a widow. She's not technically a widow. She's not close with her husband anymore, though. They've grown apart since her kid died. So that was on me. My bad for the misinformation. But we continue. Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? Well, there's certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin and bear it, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief. You understand. I think we might get along. Right, she's the son of a cop, too. Or the daughter of a cop, Jesus. Oh, well, I'm glad then. And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator. Oh, did I ask? Oh, she dropped a did I ask! Let's go! But, you're an investigator. So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions? Ew. Guess there's not much I can do to change that terrible impression you got of me. Hey lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. You're in a room sitting together. Where do you want him to look? What do you want him to look at, Ayame? The chair faces this way. Whatever. So, what were we talking about again? Oh, right. Yutaro Namagaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse. Even then, he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's why last resort is. Collecting soul dregs on my own. Right, makes sense. Isn't your father a police officer as well? That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. Sounds like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today, and still refused to help me. You met him today? Yes. Today, I just... Remember that Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Nejima? Well, that's him. My dad. What? You're his daughter. Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. Damn. Like an anti-daddy's girl. Like, we know that Tetsuo became distant from his wife due to his job. Due to him being a cop, basically. But I don't know why Ayame has such bad vibes and feelings for him. It's kind of odd. Because Tetsuo kind of, like, seemed like... They kind of characterized him as doing things like looking into the occult or... Well, I guess that was part of his job. But, like, trying to stay up on, like, trends and stuff so he could have something to talk about with his daughter. But, So, I don't know. I'm assuming we'll get the whole story here at some point. Richter, You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently, he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tsutsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter. Wait, really? And I heard the police have been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So, that explains why the police were staking out your place, too. Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't that mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today? That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed. Or rather, managed to turn the tables on him. Ugh. Oh, that means legally speaking, it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop. It's a disgrace. It truly is. To cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay. You're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry. I'm just reminded of... It just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? That face. My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful! That's terrible! I'm sorry to hear that! Wow, way to, like... It's actually... Yeah, that's how you should respond to that. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. More introductions, I guess. Now that I think about it, although we've met a few times, I didn't even know your name. I guess we're more like acquaintances now. Cool. We moved on to the acquaintance zone. Progress, I guess. Yum. So, you've used a curse stone. So, when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the curse stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then, what about now? Could you use it again? Your curse stone? Well, the curse stone doesn't respond during the day, but... It's evening now. Then how did she kill him in the park, then, is my question. So, I tried using the curse just now, and... Yep. Seems I activated it. What? You're using it now? It might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh. That's so. Sure is, so I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, huh? It's started. What started? The curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Oh, shit. Here she goes. Huh? She activated her curse. The curse stones can be used already. I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Ma'am, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Oh, God. Let's talk about Nejima's death, I think. I don't know. I think none of these options matter. No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. You're a curse bearer, aren't you, lady? We are not answering that question. Oh, shit. Ah, there we go. Huh? Ma'am, damn, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Jeez, why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a curse bearer. Stop! Too bad. She's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking your curse stone. Whoa, huh? All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire. That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? Damn, Harway just got murdered. Let's go. Nyeh. You're not a curse bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try to capture me. So, what'll it be? I still don't know how her curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employer's already dead anyway, so... There's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? I can still do my duty as a civilian and report you, you know? Oh, what a surprise! This is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of the righteous? She was after the same thing, you know? There's no clean hands when it comes to soul dregs. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then. Bye-bye. Damn. Welp! Upon killing Haruwe Shigema, a fellow curse-bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. Did we just get bad-ended? However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she need to harvest more. So, she waited for the sun to set, for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumichika Nejima. With it, she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew, starting with those who mattered least to her. About the one-sided reed. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Oh, okay. Interesting. I mean, that's quite a few conditions, but yeah, I can see how it could be used, like, in a widespread manner, you know, if you can compile all that. Many of them are random men, gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. One noteworthy victim amongst them was Tetsuo Tatsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. Yep, that's her dad. Tatsumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Jeez. Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have their limbs severed. The strange death shook society to its core. Yep. Bad end, baby. Ayame ending. Although it wasn't a full ending, because they didn't say, like, whether she was successful or not, just that she killed a bunch of people. Damn. So the thing is, we don't know what set the Taiko of Suguru off, unfortunately. So we don't know how to counteract Ayame's Curse Stone. But I guess it doesn't matter. Thanks, guys, for coming to the stream. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this game, and maybe we'll nah, there's no need to revisit it someday. I think we can call it good. Hang on. But all things must come to an end, and so, in time, the killings stop. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female, ukiyo-e artist, burst onto the art scene. She introduced herself as the mysterious Mad Paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. I've been bonked. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsuhiro Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. Okay, ending 4. So, she did want to resurrect him, I guess. I was kind of wondering if that was true or not, but seems like it was. Okay. Well then, shall we retry? I did the bit about, like, ending the stream there. Obviously, we're not going to. Let's try not to die this time. Someone's threatening me. Okay, let's start after she admits... No, let's start from... Because we never talked to Richter during that entire scene. I'm wondering if we should have. So let's try going here first. Okay, so this is... Okay, got it. Hmm. Okay. So she thinks we're a curse bearer. And we didn't answer before. We just tell the truth. Okay, here we go. So the truth was the way to go. Which is interesting, because one of Tetsuo's curse stones is also reliant on the truth. Okay. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night. It was a little too obvious. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you got the haunting clappers? Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a curse bearer, you know. I'm well aware. Did you get soul dregs? Or did you get soul dregs when you killed Nejima? Of course, his curse stone already contained some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more curse bearer would be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones. Correct! All it needs is the prerequisite amount. As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Then you won't mind if I took them, right? My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am. What should we do? Tavaka would be, like, too up front, right? Like, we do want to know. Because if she does have something flammable on her, we can curse her and kill her. Of course, it's a big assumption to make that that would take us towards any sort of good ending, but... let's try the negotiation route, I guess. Diplomacy. Give diplomacy a chance. Listen, Ayame. I have something to ask you. No, the answer's no. The curse stone in your possession, I'm not giving it up. You're right. We're both made of stronger stuff than that. You're not giving it up. And neither am I. You know full well, right? Okay. Let's just go down the list, I guess. Well, no. We'll do her father, we'll do Nejima, we'll do her desire, and we'll hit tobacco last. Sound good? Sounds good. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Ha, there's a surprise. But there was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Huh? We're not related at all. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted. Well, I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty straightforward. I was a baby when they took me in. All they did was raise me. My mother first got pregnant shortly after she married. But it was a stillbirth. The whole affair left a deep wound on her heart. My father couldn't bear to see it. So, it was for her sake that he did it. I was a substitute, a replacement for the child she lost. He decided that all by himself. He didn't discuss it. Maybe he was trying to be thoughtful. So, any baby would have been fine, as long as it could have comforted the woman who he hoped to become a mother, or who had hoped to become a mother. Putting it in such a way. It's not easy to raise a child. My mother was bewildered. Wouldn't you be? After being told to raise a baby that wasn't your own? But she couldn't just abandon the baby either. Yet my father just left everything to my mother and never lent a hand. He's so damn selfish. The two of them grew apart. I watched them try to figure out how to understand each other, and the sight of it disgusted me. It was a messed up family, I tell ya. Well, I guess my presence was to blame for that rift to begin with. You shouldn't say that. I know he's bad at expressing himself and has his work, but still, that shouldn't be an excuse. But knowing all that, I couldn't take it anymore. It just made me want to hurry up and leave home and live on my own. I still rely on him for tuition and allowance, but that much is normal for most kids, right? I don't want him to start acting like he's my father now just because he's doing the minimum. I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like it was tough for all of you. I'm sorry, you're right. It's not my place to talk about your family. Ah, well, I may have said too much. To think I spilled all that when I don't even know what the conditions are. Could it be what we were talking about had something to do with the activation conditions of the haunting clappers? Who knows, huh? Okay. Well, we're not dead yet, so I'm gonna call that progress. Gav, no, I haven't seen the ad, but I think your idea is a good one. Alright, we're gonna talk about Nejima now, I think. How did you kill Fumichika Nejima? I'm not telling you. I only ask because it does concern me. He was one of the reasons my child was kidnapped. There's not much to say. We talked and he cleared the conditions for my stone. Did he show any signs of remorse over his past crimes? It didn't feel like he did, no. I see. Yeah, Nejima was a real piece of shit till the end. Not surprising. The world is full of trash men, I tell ya. That's... I agree. Looking right at me when she says that. Feeling a little bit called out here. Richter as well. Maybe feeling similarly. Alright. In a way, I guess you could say you put a stop to Nejima's mass murder schemes. Huh, about that. There's no guarantee that I won't do it myself. As we've seen, she's a lady of her word. She will absolutely start just killing random people systematically. Huh? I picked up his curse stone of the one-sided reed. It really is something else. Kind of like a death note with extra steps. Unfortunately, I can't use a curse stone that's not mine until it's late at night. Really? Are you okay with telling me that? How silly of me. I let that slip. Teehee. Alright. Okay. What about your desire? What is your wish, Ayame? Is it really to resurrect Katsuhika Hokusai? Katsushika Hokusai. This is what I doubted. Also, something I feel like is worth pointing out. We think she's possessed right now. Or at least that's kind of like where we were leaning. She does not seem very possessed to me. Like, her ending pointed to, like, her desires. Not the desires of some ancient ghost that had taken over her body and mind, you know? So, I'm wondering if we got the wrong person. Ayame may have done all this under her own will, after all. Which makes me wonder who the real possessed person is, assuming that plotline wasn't just a red herring. Yes, there's no life that holds more value than his. Including my own. You're saying you'd be willing to die if it meant bringing Hokusai back to life. Not all life is equal. At least, not to me. A life that can birth art with the power to move hearts is infinitely more worthy. Compared to that, the life of someone like me, someone that can't produce a thing, has no value. That's unhinged. I'm still young. It's the age for wild thoughts. But aren't you the same as me? What? You got a life more important than your own. A life you consider more important than the lives of many others. That's what you're doing it all for, isn't it? You're right. If I can save my son, I couldn't care less about my life or the lives of others. Who's unhinged now? I'm a mother. It is what it is. Dang, the feelings of a proper parent or something else. Ooh, shots fired at Tetsuo. Okay. But if that's your wish, then what do you plan on doing if you don't get your wish? She's like, I didn't think of that shit. Oh, I haven't thought of it. Yeah, I called it. I might just keep on trying to bring Hokusai back some other way. Seriously crazy. You really are obsessed. You and Hiyuku's chairwoman might be cut from the same cloth. Who's that? She's like an all-powerful vortex of obsession turned to yokai-level proportions. Huh, are you saying I'll end up like her? Are you looking forward to such a future? I'd rather not have to wait till I'm that old and creaking. I want it to happen now. Okay, so not patient, but that's maybe fitting right into her character, I guess. I don't think that's her worst sin, is lack of patience. I'll put my life on the line for Hokusai, as we've established. Do you smoke? Huh? Well, a little. Feel free to smoke if you want, please. I'm okay. I don't see any ashtrays out on display either. Does no one smoke in this family? A little rare, isn't it? Nobody in the family does. Look at Richter with that look. He's like, you got her. Then why did you ask me if I did all of a sudden? Well. Yeah. You should be sus. Everyone's like a little bit too laid back here, but I don't know. Alright, let's negotiate some more. That there's no room left for negotiation here. You're right. There's not. But what if we did anyways? But... oh, okay. There's no room left for negotiation, apparently. Well! I think it's time to burn her alive. See ya. Ah! Did you try to use your curse? Just now? She deflected it! What? It seems I didn't meet your curse's conditions. Well, shit. I wonder if it was smart to secretly toss the lighter I was carrying earlier. She knows, man! She's sharp. When did... You made a mistake when you decided to ask me about smoking. If a source of fire is the condition for your stone, then you won't see me falling for it now. Fuck. You wasted your chance with all this chatter. All you needed to do was activate your curse first. I brought everything Nejima had on him, including the lighter he was holding. But now, it's over now. Yes, I concede. Alrighty. With your cards on the table, you're out of options. Guess so. It might be possible for Mr. Investigator there to pin me down by force. But he's not going to do that, is he? Correct. I won't take that risk. Not while your curse's conditions are unknown. Coward. I came to kill you and acquire your soul dregs, but... after hearing you out, I got a question for you. Why didn't you just give up on the right of resurrection? Huh? You said it was your son, right? The one you want to bring back? But haven't you done enough? I'm sure your son is content knowing you cared for him this much. I'm truly willing to die to resurrect Hokusai, but... you can't say the same, right? Whoa. If you're gonna bring your son back, you have to be alive as well, right? In fact, what you really want is for both of you to live, right? Yes. Well, even if you both live to see it, your son would grow up knowing you for who you are, someone who stole the lives of others to bring him back. You would be putting the burden of shouldering all the lives sacrificed for him on his little shoulders. Are you really okay with that? If you didn't even think about that, then what you're doing is not for your son. It's for yourself. Aren't you just bringing him back to fulfill your own desires? That's not... Ma'am. What she's saying may be harsh, but holds a kernel of truth. Ah! Betrayed by Richter! Don't reduce yourself to nothing but a mother who would sacrifice anything for her son. But that's not... We discovered the truth behind his kidnapping. Next, you should take some time to come to understand your own feelings. I'll help you every step of the way. Getting the heart out of things is what an investigator does. Getting to the heart of things. Got it. It's like, the line didn't make sense. What will you do? Ma'am. If you relinquish the curse stone to a curse bearer, you will no longer be a curse bearer. You won't be a target anymore. Ayame is giving you a chance. Think hard, and then give your answer. You know, this is tough, because given her character so far, I was almost tempted to say that she wouldn't give it up, but I do think Ayame has a point. I really do. She hasn't fully committed, you know? She hasn't fully committed, because if she had, she would have activated her curse stone immediately. You know, she would have killed a known curse bearer right away to get the soul dregs, and she would have been much more active than she's been so far. She wouldn't have taken this, like, lay back and wait sort of approach. And she's not doing it for her son. She's doing it for herself. I think that's absolutely true. I mean, I think it's partially true. I think there's some to it. Like, it's partial, right? Like, I think she would still be happy if she died and her son was alive. But she wants to be with them, and she did not consider the whole, like, burdening him with the knowledge that he was brought back to life via the death of many others. So I'm gonna say she's gonna give it up. Very well. Here. Thanks! Glad you could see reason. Ma'am, you made the right choice. Dang, you really didn't collect any soul dregs, huh? I promised myself that if I ever used it, it would be only once. But in the end, it didn't come down to numbers. So they only need to be carrying a flame. This seems pretty practical. Well, I'll be taking my leave then. There's no point in going after you for soul dregs, so I'm off to the next curse bearer. Do you know who remains? You speak as if you've already figured it out. Uh-huh. I got a pretty good idea from our talk. What will you do? Do you plan to stop me? Just shoots her. Pulls out a gun. Yes, I do! Pow! It's not my place to intervene. All right, then. Hey, lady, can I borrow your phone? I don't mind. But who are you calling? Huh? The cops. I think it would be faster if I called them directly. She's gonna turn herself in? Okay. Well. So we got the Ayame bad ending. I'm guessing there's also a Haruwe bad ending where she doesn't talk about tobacco and kills her. Do we want to see that, guys, or do we want to pursue the main quest? I say, let's keep pursuing the main quest. And if we got time at the end, we might, like, circle back and try to unlock some of these other endings. I'm thinking, this is kind of a mechanic that I forgot about until, once again, rewatching last stream. But I think any of these, like, grayed out sort of boxes are where we've kind of... There's no more branches, right? Like, we've seen the entire story, and there's nothing more to do there. And the green ones, there's still, like, a potential branching path from, right? So, obviously, there's here. We got these two spots right there. And this, I'm assuming, will just branch to the Haruwe Wins storyline. So, for now, we'll pursue the true ending, but we may take a look. And if we don't have time, like I always say, there's the, you know, you're more than welcome to purchase the game yourself and check it out. I would recommend that personally. Not to get into, like, full debriefing yet, but I've really enjoyed this game, and I think you probably will too. Even if you, like, have to give it I don't know, like a few months to sit so you kind of forget some of the finer points. That's one thing I don't like about visual novels, is you really are spoiled 100% if you watch someone play them, you know? But... So I guess, like, the real ideal audience is if you really like a particular one, and you watch other people play them when you already know what's going to happen, but you want to, like, see their reaction or, like, how they approach or think about things. So, yeah. Anyways, it's enough rambling. My tea is gone, so we will be switching over to water now. Alright, let's go to the I don't trust this title conclusion on Tetsuo's storyline. Tatsumi and Ario continue their investigation, deciding to meet with the Yametono to get to the bottom of it all. What will be the conclusion to the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, to Seaman and Ashino's intertwined fates. Right, Seaman is like that, is the ancient Onmyoji who came up with the Rite of Resurrection, and Ashino was, like, his rival, I think, who died in the battle for the Rite long ago that, like, started the 7 curses. Which are actually 9 curses. Anyways, let's begin. Tetsuo Tatsumi, 6 p.m. Sumida River. Looks like blood on the ground there, doesn't it? Let's not think about that. And also, the river looks like blood, too. Also, let's ignore. Hey. How long has it been since we saw each other? 3 years? How you been? I think the last time was when you came to see me after deciding to go to university. That wasn't because I wanted to see you. I just needed money to pay my tuition. Ha! Not one to mince words, eh? You came alone, right? Yeah, it's just me. You make it sound like I'm handing over ransom money for hostages. I just don't want to get caught, okay? Ha! So not alone. I came alone. Asterisk. Get, Mio in there just like, this bitch. Like, she knows. That's a pretty harsh look from Yako as well. Never thought I'd see the day that you called the police. There's something I need to see you about. Well, alright then. We've got a lot to talk about, so let's go through things one by one. Alright, seems like it's gonna be a chatting sort of, chapter. Be funny if they were, like, our trio of onlookers were just, like, right here. Like, very obviously in the bushes off to the side. Alright, let's take a look at our surroundings. The sun is starting to dip down into the horizon. This long, long day is about to end. We don't have to worry about Nejima's threat anymore, but I sure didn't expect this to happen. You know. She sure has changed over the past 3 years. Got more of a grown-up air about her. Hard to believe she's that same little girl who would get omelet all over her face when we took her out to eat. Wait a minute, is that how far back I have to go for a happy memory together? Ooh. No wonder she hates me. Damn. She called the police asking for me by name and demanded that I come meet her here alone. They asked if I wanted a team to set up a perimeter, but I had them stand down. Sure, she might make a run for it, but I don't want her panicking if she has a curse stone. Besides, I'm not trying to take her in by force. Yeah, good luck negotiating with this girl. Alright, let's see how it goes. Let's see. Let's kind of start with the hostage situation. I think that's what you want to know about first, so. I'm sorry I couldn't save you from Nejima. Are you hurt? Wow, I didn't expect that from you. Huh? I thought you'd just start questioning me before you bothered to ask how I'm doing. Ah. Well, I still am your father. Oh, maybe boss can handle this after all. Oh god, is there actually like a right order to like checking on stuff? Oh god. I'm fine. I managed to get away somehow or other. Right, I'm glad. Yeah, somehow or other. Way to gloss over that. Okay. Let's ask about her mom. How is she? Yasuko, I mean. Mom? I haven't kept in touch with her. I've been on my own this whole time. I'm sure you've reached out to her, though, haven't you? I did call her this morning, actually, just to make sure she was safe. She's been running around all over the place looking for you. Huh. Sounds like she's fine to me. Did you contact her after I called the police to tell her you'd heard from me? Shit. Tisk tisk. Damn. Let's talk about her a little more. Well, I heard you're into nightlife and staying out late these days. Didn't want her to worry more than she already was. You're one to talk. Alright, let's talk about Nejima, I guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The music faded, which makes me think I fucked up. We'll see. Then I'll put this bluntly. Did you kill Nejima? And if I did? Would you hide me from the police? Herc. Well, I don't know if I... That's what I thought. Your job is the only thing you really care about. Yes, I did it. You. I don't think he even knew I was a curse bearer. He brought me to those gardens, and I realized while he was talking to me that he fulfilled the condition of my curse. So I just gave it a shot. I didn't think it would actually activate. So, there's no going back now. That's not true. You can still make things right before you make them worse. Then let me say it another way. This is my chance, and I won't throw it away. Your chance? Okay, we're still going. Did Nejima say anything to you? He said a lot of bad things about you, that's for sure. Yeah, not surprised there. So I said a lot of bad things about you back. I didn't want to be outdone. Harsh. In that sense, I felt just a little like he was my kindred spirit. No, no, no! Kindred spirit? What are you talking about? He's a dangerous criminal. But I'm a murderer now too, aren't I? Maybe we're not so different. Herc. Stop herking, Tsutsumi. No, you're different. Am I? Well, maybe not that different. But at least you're honest. I know I haven't been the best father. But I wonder, of all the fathers in the world, are there any who wouldn't cover for their child if they committed a crime? How should I know? You're the detective here. You must have seen plenty of cases like that. Yeah. Plenty of parents take the fall for their children, or give them a place to hide. As a person, it's wrong, but maybe, as a parent, it's the right thing to do? I don't know. But I think having a father like that would make it easier to go to him for advice if I did do something wrong. Maybe there's a sense of security in knowing that no matter what happened, you'd have at least one person on your side. I see. So that's what it would take to be on your side. I can't do that. That's okay. I wasn't really expecting you to. So Nejima really didn't tell you anything? Not really, no. Okay. Let's talk about why she wants the right. Why are you willing to go so far for the right of resurrection? What do you want with it? Even if I told you, you wouldn't understand. You just call it stupid and dismiss the idea completely. Come on, I wouldn't do that. Tetsumi, you would absolutely 100% do that. If you didn't say it, you would think it. Maybe together we can think of a way for you to get what you want without resurrection. I want to bring Katsuhika Hokusai back to life. Katsushika Hokusai back to life. Oh, Hokusai? What? Hokusai the ukiyo-e artist? That Hokusai? You want to bring him back to life? That'd be quite the feat, huh? That's you! I heard you liked his art, but why would you do something so stupid? See? Gah! The only time I ever felt there was a place I belonged was when I was immersed in the dreamlike world of Yukio-e. Though I'm sure you never noticed. Really? I had no idea. It saved me. Hokusai's the reason I'm still alive today. I didn't know you felt so hopeless. You would only realize it now, but it's too late. Feeling sorry won't do either of us any good. Okay. Well, that does explain why she's so committed to it. If she was, like, so hopeless that his art, like, kind of gave her a reason to live. Yeah. From the moment I heard about the rite of resurrection, I knew it was my destiny. If this is all I ever accomplish, I'll die happy. You're really serious about this. Yeah, as we saw, again, to bring up the alternate ending, yeah, she's dead serious. Okay, let's talk about the talisman, I guess? I don't want to talk about the curse stone until the end. Because I don't want her to freak out, basically. My voice is still going. Even the tea was not enough to save it. Oh well, we'll power through. Can I ask you one thing? Do you know anything about the talisman Michio Shiraishi had? Michio Shiraishi? From the car crash you were in with that Namika guy. Oh, with Utero? Yeah, it was there. Utero? That sounds like... So you and him were, I mean... not really. He was kind of a boring guy. What? You're serious? But he said... Ah, you're getting off track, Mr. Tatsumi. The talisman. Get back to the talisman. We shouldn't have relied on him for this. But who else, right? Well, if you don't plan on seeing him again, it doesn't matter. But with the hit and run case on top of everything, you're really in deep. Is that really what you wanted to talk about? Yeah, I mean, no. Tell me about the talisman. Did you take it from the scene? You mean this? There it is. That's it! I picked it up at the scene of the crash. I didn't want to leave fingerprints behind. That's all. There really isn't any other reason. What's the big deal? Is it really that special? This old thing? Yeah, it's real important. Would you mind giving it to me? Important for what? Putting a stop to the curses of the 7 mysteries. Oh, then hell no. So that means if I give you this talisman, I won't be able to use the rite. Then no way. I'm definitely keeping it. I screwed that one up. Yeah, Tatsumi, come on, man. Come on, bro. And, like, look at everyone, like, backseating him, too. Just like chat sometimes. Oh, Mr. Tatsumi. You really can't do any better than that? Come on, the talisman. Once again. Will you give me the talisman? What? No way. I can't lose the rite. Well, that settles that, then. How about your curse stone, then? You have a curse stone, don't you? I do. You wouldn't happen to feel like, I don't know, giving up your dreams and handing it over, would you? And, like, going to jail for a long time? The police will handle any damages the curse caused. Now, before you do any more wrong with it. I'm not giving it up. Of course not. Me being a curse bearer. Are you after my life? That's exactly what I'm here for. I didn't come to chat. We can talk all you want, but as soon as the condition for my curse is met, I'll use it, no hesitation. Okay. And we think the condition is lying to her, but we'll see. Or do you have more than one? How many curse stones do you have? There are 3. Not that it matters. 3, huh? Yeah. I'm not handing them over. End of conversation. I think I've let you talk enough. Ooh. Mind letting me have a turn? by all means. Go ahead, activate your curse stone and stuff. See if I care. Oh boy, here we go. You're hiding something. You're hiding something from me, aren't you? Ah. We gotta tell the truth. Yep. Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have it without a... Well, sure. You can't live as long as I have without us having a secret or two. I see, yeah. Of course you try to dodge the question. Now then, let me tell you how my curse stone, the Taiko of Suguru, actually works. What? My curse bludgeons to death anyone I find out is hiding something from me. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's not like a lie detector. It's like... Well, it's a little bit different, because it doesn't tell you if the person's lying. It just tells you if they're hiding something. Interesting. Does that mean we've already, like, met the conditions, because she knows we're hiding something from her? We'll find out in moments. So if you try to cover something up that I know is true, I'll be able to use my curse on you. Hey, that rhymed. Good job, Ayame. With that in mind, can I ask you one more thing? I get it. Why you wanted to see me. Then let me tell you one thing first. Huh? The Evergreen Beach has a similar condition. I can use my curse on anyone who tells me a lie. What? How's that fair? And you'd use that curse on me? As an officer of the law, it's inexcusable. But as a parent with a duty to his child, I have no other choice. Are you threatening me? Do you really think that's enough to convince me to do as you say? I don't want to use it either, but for your sake, I suggest you do not try to lie. Go ahead then. If I lie, then so be it. Okay, I'm gonna ask. If you try to hide it now, you really will die. Am I your real daughter? I'm just the baby you picked up to replace your stillborn, aren't I? And you could never bring yourself to tell me who my real parents were, so you just kept hiding it. Still too much of a coward to tell me, huh? You don't like the truth, so you won't admit it. That my real parent is the man I was just with. Ayame! Is that all you have to say? Then I only have one answer for you. You are, honestly and truly, our daughter. Nothing more, nothing less. Even now, you're still trying to hide it. Why? Are you really that stupid? Gah! Urgh! Gah! Oh, boss! Boss! Why is your pride worth dying for? Ugh! Ah! Gah! Ah! Ah! Okay, it's enough of that. I should have known. Why? Why go this far to hide it? Ayame, listen. Huh? How? Ayame. Oh, damn, Tetsuo. Be proud. No matter what happens, you are our precious daughter. No way, how are you still alive? I don't know what that piece of shit Nejima filled your head with. But you're not Shino. And you're not a Shino either. You're our daughter, Ayane Tutsumi. Alright, I guess it's Tono now. Well, that's fine too. Tutsumi, Tono. Both will always be part of who you are. What? Why are you doing this? That's not true. The curse proves that it's not. Sure, you probably don't have any memories of us playing together, or many for that matter. I did leave everything at home to your mom, and I was barely ever there for you. Even so, when I was working, no matter how grisly a crime scene was, all I ever wanted was for you to grow up to be happy. That's it. Why are you saying all this now? So, do one last thing for me. I want you to tell me the truth, too. And if you lie to me now, I'm taking you with me. Stop, I can't. The mastermind behind all this. The one who awakened the curses of the 7 mysteries in order to use the right. Wasn't you, was it? No. I wouldn't even know how to do that. And picking up Michio Shiraichi's talisman was just coincidence, right? Huh? Yeah, I already told you that. Well, that's good. Hearing that, I can rest easy. You're nothing like Nejima. You can stand on your own 2 legs. You can keep living without escaping into a fantasy. You can hate me. You can dream all the crazy dreams you want. Just don't ever stop trying to do good. You're a victim of your curse, too. It's not too late to atone for the hit and run for using the curse. Don't run away. You can still make things right. I know you can. Because you're my daughter. And after that, just live the best life that you can. Dad! Boss! Oof. See you, Tetsuo. June's like, I was gonna hit that. That day, at 6:18 p.m., the Yametono was taken into custody. Tetsuo Tsutsumi's death was confirmed at the same time. The 5 curse stones possessed by Tsutsumi, as well as the 3 given up by Ayame, lost their curse bearers. This temporarily extinguished their spirit power, allowing Mio Kurotsutsu to obtain them and seal them away without difficulty. The Yin talisman possessed by Yametono was recovered and entrusted to Mio Kurotsutsu as well. Mio is now gonna resurrect someone. Nah, Mio's best girl still. Thus, any massacres that could potentially be caused by this iteration of the curses was prevented before it could happen. And there's still one out there, though. We got 8 of 9. Or so it seemed. Yeah, exactly. See, I can count. I know what's going on. Damn, so it really was a coincidence that she picked it up. Weird. That's, like, really hard to believe, but okay. I'm talking about the talisman, I mean. Like, that they went back for it, and she picked it up, and she didn't know what it was, is like, I guess they did go back, though, to confirm that it could look like a suicide instead of a hit and run, right? So maybe that makes sense, and maybe she just, like, on a whim, saw it on the ground? I don't, okay, fine. I can buy a game, like, random occurrences do happen IRL, too, like that, you know? So, maybe I should just suspend my disbelief. And look at these files that have been updated. Aha, Taiko Suguru. Okay, so we got the deets on 2 new curse stones. We'll start with the Taiko Suguru. We went over it briefly at the beginning of the stream, but basically there was a lord, or a daimyo, I guess is what they're called, that had a tower with a drum that he played, or that was to be played in case of fire, instead of the usual clappers, and people thought that was weird, and that's basically the whole story there. Alright, and as we've established already, it kills by bludgeoning one who is discovered to be hiding something from the curse bearer. So another very similar to the truth stone, the reed or whatever. I don't remember what it was called, but the one that Tetsuo had. Resentful memory. The deep sound of drums once more reverberates through the night air. How long has it been since we started hearing them each day? Could it be coming from the Daiomo's residence? I've heard they have a drum in their fire watchtower instead of wooden clackers, but I don't see a fire. So why are they sounding the drum? Then one morning, a body was found. Isn't that old man Honjo, the ukiyo-e painter? Oh, wow, it's tied to ukiyo-e too. He lived nearby, but had been down and out for years, despite his best efforts to sell his works. Every now and then his granddaughter would visit, and he would teach her to paint. It was the old man's only pleasure. One day, his granddaughter told him about her dreams, curses, souls, resurrection. Hearing her tale, the old man was gripped by a sudden zeal and began to paint with great fervor. His work quickly became famous, enchanting all those who viewed the strange imagery. Even the daimyo had taken notice. What could possibly have happened? The people whispered amongst each other. It looked almost as if he had been beaten like a drum. Oof. Yeah, I feel like getting beat to death is probably up there with, like, worst ways to go. Weird. Why? So maybe the daimyo talked to him and, like, learned about the curses and stuff. Interesting. Interesting and odd. Not quite connecting the dots on that one. But it is a mystery after all, so... You know, that's what they're all about. Okay. For the one-sided read, we haven't talked about this one today, but basically, this guy was a criminal, or a rogue, I guess, and he was chasing after a woman and trying to make her his, and she refused him multiple times, so he hacked off her arms and her legs, or the arm and leg from one side of her body, I guess. And, there we go. And that's the curse. That one's pretty obvious. It's a little bit less subtle, right, than the taiko. That's an evil-looking memory there. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Akoma was a lovely woman. She was spirited, worked hard, and lived a frugal yet pleasant life, until her husband hanged himself. My husband a swindler? Who would believe such a thing? Akoma was determined to clear her husband's name. That is when she met Tomezo, a man that was a stranger to these parts. This man must be one of the daimyo's spies. It appears that after my husband, I will be next. So be it. But what is he hunting for? Akoma, putting on the airs of a woman mourning her husband, went to the bridge nightly to seek information from Tomezo. She soon discovered that she was right, and that her husband had been deceived. Akoma decided to bring her newfound knowledge to the daimyo. Much to Tomezo's alarm, angered at having been misled, he confronted her on the bridge. But Akoma would not listen. She cursed him, called him vile names, and eventually his patience had worn thin. Blood splattered everywhere, and by the time he returned to his senses, it was already too late. He looked over the bridge into the river of blood below, and saw the corpse of a woman missing both an arm and a leg. Okay. So, less a story of lovers, more a story of, or like scorn love, and more a story of like politics and deception. You can see why the other story caught on more, you know? It's a little spicier. It's got a little more, like, romance to it. So was her husband then the guy that was hanged as part of the Evergreen Beach? This guy. I think these all, like, intertwine. They all, like, link together somehow. But I'm not seeing the entire picture yet. I'm wondering if the game will walk us through it. Or if it'll, like, let us do it on our own. Don't know. Alright. Junario, 8 p.m. The now solo cop. Sorry for keeping you out so late, Mio. I can't take my mind off these curse bearer, or the curse bearer who was never found. Oh, it's no problem for me. I usually work at night anyway. Did you see Yako home safely? Yep, we sent her home in a patrol car earlier. Apparently she put up quite a fuss, saying she wanted to see things through to the end. Thank you. The Feast of Shadows is starting to take effect, so it would have been dangerous. Here we are in the park where everything started. Oh, look. It's a sticker. Number 20. Which one's this? It's the, Budgie Mary. It's definitely a bird you don't want to screw with. Then again, we got a whole, like, cast of them here, don't we? Alright. I swear that wasn't there. So someone stuck that sticker up, like, today. Or between when, our first guy died. When, Shogo died, and now. Interesting. Wonder if it has something to do with the curses. Probably so. 8 p.m. With no one around, this place is silent as the grave. No one wants to go out at night in these parts after everything that's happened over the past 2 days. Yeah, because they're, like, sane and reasonable people. Alright. Any suspicious people, like, lurking in the shadows this time? I don't see them. Oh. Huh? What's wrong? Next is Detective Aereo. Wait a minute. What? Oh, shit. No way, Mia... Oh! She's the one with the most spirit sense so far. Maybe she's the one that's been possessed. Mio, best girl's a lie! No! I refuse to accept it. Oh, God. Okay, well. Let's go. I can't get my mind off the remaining curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and who the mastermind is. But we have to deal with that thing before I can worry about any of that. How's it going with the 2 talismans? Have you figured out the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? I have, more or less. When I combined the contents of the 2 talismans, they formed a seal, which could be undone. The things inside the talismans that looked like scraps of wood were actually a tiny scroll, kept folded up by the seal. Who'd have thought the talismans actually contained the scroll itself? So that's the Yin Scroll then. What's it say? Well, there's one more seal we have to undo to open the scroll. It's giving me some trouble, so I was actually hoping you could help me out. Okay, unlocking the seal. Got it. Sure thing. I don't know what I'll be able to do, but let me at it. Wow, I didn't expect you to be so eager to help. It's oddly reassuring. Okay, let's see. There are 5 seals holding the scroll shut. I think we have to remove them in the correct order. Each seal has a different design. A carp, a light, a beech leaf, a taiko drum, and a reed. Remove the 5 seals in the right order. Okay. If we get it wrong, is it going to, you know, go boom? Huh? No, we'll just have to try again. I tested it once already. Well, that's a relief. Oh, you already tried it yourself. So brave. I think it's devised so the seal can only be undone if the curses for the right have already been unleashed. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden somewhere related to the curse. Let me try reading the words on the screen. Just, you know, as a change of pace. And I think there's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Just let me know when you're ready. I don't know what to make of that. Guess it makes sense for such an important document to be sealed so tight. It might help to talk things over with Mio if I get stuck. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's talk to her first, actually, because I'm not feeling very confident in this. It won't explode or anything, so we might as well give it a try. I see, okay. Yeah. Remove the 5 seals in the correct order. Oh, God. It said in the order they were unleashed, right? That was her exact words, I think. There's a hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. No, it's... The seal can only be undone if the curses have already been unleashed. Hint to opening it hidden in something related to the curses. Something related to the curses, then. The Record of Fates? Nah. I don't know, man. It feels like the game's like, go on, you know what to do. I don't have any clue what to do. Okay. What options do we have? So, there's carp, light, beech leaf, taiko drum, and reed. So do we have to put the stories in order now? Like the deaths or something? It's gotta be it, right? Gotta be it. So the carp is gonna be... which one? The carp's the Whispering Canal, right? Yeah. Which I thought we didn't have. That's the one that's still out there, right? Okay, so how's the girl related to all this? Is she the daughter of the mother that was hacked up and the father that hanged himself? Toki's mother. Yeah, it's got to be it, right? Okay, so Carp's gonna be later. Beach Leaf is definitely first. So we know it's gonna be Beach Leaf, then the Reed, then the Carp, right? Because the dad died first, then the mother, then the child. But I don't know where the light goes. So which one's the light? The beckoning light? Yeah, it's got to be, right? So what happened here? Memories of the young couple and their daughter. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the one... We were told before that there was a... that one of these curses was associated with semen. Like the... Which I know the name. But yeah, the famous Onmyoji. He died last. He tried to bring them back, I think. I think he tried to use the Rite of Resurrection on them. Yeah. Yeah, because he said, even if this body perishes, I can atone for my sins. So yeah, it's definitely him. Because he knew he was going to be brought back. Okay, so Beckoning Light's last. So that leaves one. That leaves only... the Taiko drum. Pardon me. So when did he die? When did the drum guy die? It was after... It was definitely after the first death. After the hanging, right? Yeah. This one's the most mysterious, right? I'm having a really hard time placing this. I know stakes aren't high, so we could always just, like, brute force it if we had to, but... Where's the clue? There's got to be a clue in here, right? So they found his body. Yeah, the daimyo noticed his work. Maybe this is what started things. Maybe, okay, maybe his works enchanted the daimyo and kind of got him thinking about the Rite of Resurrection. So he started, like, trying to perform the rite, and that was the drums that were reverberating. He wasn't actually drumming. They were, like, drumming to, like, maybe, like, cover up the sound of, like, the murders or something. I don't know. So that happened, and then Evergreen Beach guy caught on, right? And so they had to kill him to, like, keep him quiet. And then the mother knew too much, so they had to kill her. And the daughter died of sorrow. And then the Onmyoji, who tried to bring them back, started all this madness. That's my guess. So let's try it. So, the drum first. Then the beach leaf. Then the reed. Then the carp. And then finally the light. How about that? Let's go, baby. Couch Brain is fully activated today. Wow, you got it right. It's open. Getting it on the first try, that's amazing. You're a real pro. Oh, thank you, Mio. I like having Mio praise me. Nothing to it, really. Told you that you could leave it to me. Now we can finally read what's written inside. Let's see. Alright, here we go. The Record of Fates, Yin Scroll. It is said that seamen owe this name.
Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Honjo incident might become cursed and use in the collection of soul dregs for the Rite of Resurrection. Spoiler alert, that absolutely did happen. His fears were well-founded. The existence of the Yin Scroll is indicated in a postscript added to the Record of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. That's a lie, we got it in our hands. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of seamen. The text has been preserved in the form of 2 talismans held by Hajime Yoshimi and Michiyo Shiraishi. It contains a full account of the Honjo incident, and the following is written in Seaman's hand. I assume, like, by his hand, not, like, in his actual hand. Which is probably decomposed by now. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing, and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo, which is the light curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. Okay, we're in trouble there, because I'm pretty sure his descendants are dead. So far as we know. That's bad news. My spirit, that is my own consciousness. Okay, yeah. Started out very reasonable, I guess, and then the list got a little bit more demanding and impossible as we went on. 1 seems very doable. In fact, 1's already done. 2 seems impossible, but I'm sure we're missing something. 3rd, like, how the hell will we get his consciousness? Like, where is it? Whatever. And then the Honjo incident. Right, we get the full story here. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the 7 mysteries of Honjo. This is a story that takes place in the late Edo period. There was once a family that lived in a row house in Honjo. The family consisted of a Netsuke craftsman named Jinkichi, his wife Koma, and their daughter Toki. They enjoyed a poor but happy existence. One day, they took in a man by the name of who claimed to be a Okay, that's just blanked out. I didn't realize that comma was there. It's like, man, it feels like I'm skipping a word. I was, because it's not there. Starting again. One day, they took in a man by the name of Blank, who claimed to be a Shomoji. He was on the run, having barely escaped with his life from something or another, and wound up in Honjo. The tough circumstances had left him sick and destitute. Jinkichi felt sorry for the man, and decided to shelter him. The stranger was deeply grateful for the kindness and care of Jinkichi's family, as without it he would have surely died, and told them thusly on the day of his departure, "I want to give you my thanks, but unfortunately I have nothing of value." He paused and asked, "Is there anyone you want to bring back to life?" It turned out that the man's true name was Tsuchimikado Seaman, a descendant of a renowned onmyoji. He had been researching the fabled Rite of Resurrection. For his crime in unearthing this forbidden rite, he was chased out by his family, but he wrote down everything about the spell in a book named The Record of Fates while on the run. Oh my god, this is a long one. Holy shit! Okay, buckle in, guys. We have a bit of a story to tell. It's a novel within a visual novel. Guess that kind of makes sense. Okay. Whoever sought to perform the rite would need to kill people and gather their soul dregs. Seaman had only researched the rite out of the spirit of inquiry, but thought himself willing to use the rite if it was for the sake of Jinkichi's family. However, Jinkichi shook his head. Sacrificing someone is unthinkable. We didn't help you because we wanted something in return, so you owe us nothing, he said, declining the unbelievable offer. Seaman bowed his head in gratitude countless times at those words and left their house. In the same area, there lived a ukiyo-e artist known as Old Man Kanzo. His art didn't sell much, but he often looked after Toki while Jinkichi and Koma were out working. Young Toki heard Seaman's talk about the Rite of Resurrection, but, being too young to comprehend it, regaled it to Old Man Kanzo as a story of fiction. Old Man Kanzo, inspired by the story and filled with renewed vigor, put his heart and soul into his next painting. The piece, centered around the theme of resurrection, became an instant hit in town. Jinkichi, being a shrewd businessman, saw an opportunity and jumped on the bandwagon by carving Netsuke connected to Old Man Kanzo's ukiyo-e. He made up stories about his Netsuke, telling the people that their blessings were connected to resurrection, and his business rapidly flourished. That man unknowingly left us a wonderful gift, thought Jinkichi and his family, but they were unaware of the tragedy that would soon unfold. Before long, word of Old Man Kanzo's wonderful ukiyo-e reached the ears of the local daimyo, and he was summoned to the Lord's residence. But what awaited him was not praise, but cruel torture at the hands of Ashino, a female onmyoji who was in pursuit of semen. Ah. It was her who pressured Seaman into researching the Rite of Resurrection, which she secretly planned to use to preserve her beauty for all eternity. Oh, okay. Ashino took advantage of the fact that the daimyo's heart was weak and frail following the loss of his family, and manipulated him into capturing Old Man Kanzo, the source of recent rumors about resurrection. Tell me where you heard of the Rite of Resurrection, Ashino demanded, as the brutal beatings continued. It was said that the eerie sound of the beatings rang out like the beating of a taiko drum night after night, reaching even the watchtower of the Suguru residence. Wow. In the end, Ashino's cruel torture secured her the information on Jinkichi's family and the existence of the Record of Fates. The daimyo and his chief retainer, or he sent his chief retainer to bring in Jinkichi, and the torture resumed afresh with the new captive. This time she intended to obtain the whereabouts of Seaman and location of the Record of Fates. Jinkichi didn't know where Seaman went, but even if he did, he had no intention of telling stubbornly kept his mouth shut. The torture was pushed too far, and Jinkichi was unintentionally killed before he spoke a word. The daimyo had Jinkichi's corpse hang from a beech tree and declared that, unable to bear the guilt of the crime of deceiving the masses with false rumors of resurrection, Jinkichi had committed suicide. This too is all part of Ashino's plan to send a message to the common folk, especially the increasing number of those who sought the right for themselves. News of what happened to Jinkichi spread, and people lost interest in the right, wondering if the stories of resurrection were all but a lie. But rumors that the daimyo's word was perhaps not all that truthful spread quickly when a dancer claimed to have witnessed the chief retainer's cold-blooded handiwork firsthand, and Honjo fell into unrest once more. The chief retainer arrested the girl and proposed a deal to put a stop to the rumors. The girl was to say she just wanted attention and retract her story by saying it was entirely made up. In exchange, she would be given a most wondrous stage to perform on. But when the day came, she was suffocated by the mask prepared for the performance. Unbeknownst to her, the mask had been covered in glue as part of a plan to kill and silence her. Damn. Koma never believed for a moment that her husband, Jinkichi, had committed suicide. She was certain someone was behind his death and asked around persistently for the names, addresses, and any other information she could find on people with connections to the daimyo. The chief retainer would not allow things to escalate any further and had Tomezo, a ronin who once served as a spy, go after her. However, she turned the table on him, shouting, "It was you who killed my husband, wasn't it?" Confronted with the accusation, Tomezo flew into a blind rage and cut Koma down in broad daylight. Ordered to take responsibility for his failure by committing seppuku, he exposed the daimyo's plot as he disemboweled himself by the lantern of the soba cart used to give coded signals. Okay. Oh, okay. With both her parents gone through means unbeknownst to her, Toki found herself to be all alone. One day, late at night, she went searching for her parents and met her doom, falling into a canal where she drowned. Meanwhile, the chief retainer had made no headway whatsoever into finding Seaman's whereabouts. In an instant, Ashino decided to set fire to his residence, burning him alive. Jeez. This story is just like a spiraling, just a spiraling whirlwind of death and man. And at the center of it all is Ashino, right? Truthfully. Although it's not like Seaman has no blame in this. But yeah, Ashino's the big bad. In truth, all those connected to these events so far were cursed by Ashino so that their souls would turn into soul dregs upon death, which she had been collecting. All she needed to perform the rite now was to get her hands on the Record of Fates. Damn, collecting souls for later, stocking them up. Sensing that there was something serious at work behind the recent string of strange events in Honjo, Seaman returned to find he was too late. He broke down in tears when he learned of the unfortunate and unnatural deaths Jinkichi's family had met. Seaman realized it was the handiwork of Ashino when he found their soul dregs had been collected, and decided he had to prevent any further sacrifices from happening by confronting her on Honji Bridge. What ensued was a fierce battle of spells that endured till the break of dawn, though those who did not know any better only saw what they believed to be eerie flashes and supernatural orbs of light. At the end of the long battle, Ashino defeated Seaman and obtained the Record of Fates, but he had placed a curse upon her foot. Ashino dragged her foot, corrupted and horribly inflamed, and sought refuge at the nearby residence of a retainer, and angrily demanded that they washed her foot. Ashino died then and there, filled with agony and her foot cursed and rotten. Seaman, too, having sustained serious wounds during their fight, died that day on Honji Bridge, still filled with regret. However, Seaman came back to life. Lucky him. It's always handy having extra life, isn't it? Knowing that there would be enough soul dregs in place during their confrontation, he had prepared a spell that would activate the Rite of Resurrection upon his passing. Feeling that his curiosity was responsible for the terrible tragedy that had unfolded, he was left with a keen understanding of why the Rite of Resurrection was forbidden, and became determined to seal it away. Indeed, the reason he'd resurrected himself was for that very purpose. Interesting. It's like, man, this is horrible, but I'm going to use it to make sure no one ever uses it again. Kind of like twisted logic, but it makes sense, right? However, he did not know what he had become, however, he did not know what had become of the Record of Fates. With nothing to seal away, he instead used the remaining soul dregs and turned 9 of the Netsuke made by Jinkichi into ritual implements to be sealed away in Honjo. He placed a spell so that, should someone try to activate the Rite of Resurrection again, all 9 pieces will awaken at once. And to pass the whole truth of these events to future generations, he wrote everything down in the Record of Fates Yin scroll, and passed it down to his descendants. Meanwhile, the townspeople kept silent about the incidents out of fear of being cursed. However, these occurrences were so strange that gossip about it couldn't truly be contained. Over time, the details became more and more vague as the stories grew into legends, and that is how they came to be called the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. There you go. The full story laid out bare. Tale of ambition and tragedy, and just, like, violence. Man. Okay. Damn. Yeah, man, okay. It's a lot to take in, but it connects everything together, like, very nicely. Like, every curse can be traced back to that story. It explains why there's curses and what happened. Yep, there it is. There it is. I see. What does it say? First is a detailed account of the tragedy surrounding the Rite of Resurrection that occurred in Honjo back in the Edo period. Honk says they're never going to the Gmod Discussions tab ever again. What are you talking about? We don't have a Gmod Discussions tab. But hi, Honks. Glad you're still here. Or that you popped back in. Anyways, continuing. The whole story of what we call the Honjo incident is laid out clearly. That incident was the origin of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo and their curses, right? Yes, the resentment of the victims of the incident turned into curses, which are the curse echoes. Gotcha, Honks. The contents are organized like an answer sheet, so it doesn't just give us the information we need. Ah, is there anything else? Yes. Here's what we've been looking for. Yeah, no, I get you, Honks. I get you now. I bequeath this scroll to future generations to be used in the event that calamity should arise from this grievous incident, it says in yellow text. Whoa! He foresaw all this happening! And it continues. Those who seek to forestall disaster must gather these 3 items in one place to cast my rite of cleansing and expel all rituals and curses in full. My soul, that is my curse echo. My body, that is a living continuation of my bloodline. My mind, that is my own consciousness. Wow, so if we gather these 3 things in one place, Seaman's Rite of Cleansing will activate and completely negate the curses and the Rite of Resurrection. Oh, that's it! That's exactly what we need! The 3 things are Seaman's soul, body, and mind. It says the soul is Seaman's curse echo. His curse echo! So Seaman himself is part of the 7 mysteries! Now that you mention it, Mr. Araishi said something along those lines before. There's another hint written here. The curse echo holds my curse. My curse brings ruin to curse bearers. Right, yeah, because it allows you to use the curse on anyone that's holding it. What kind of hint is that? Maybe it'll make more sense as we keep looking. But will the curse echo still appear if the curse bearer is already gone? Next, the body is a descendant of Seaman's, it seems. Men's. Wasn't Yoshimi a relative of Seaman? He and Michio Shiraishi, who had the other talisman. Both of them had already passed at the time of this iteration of the curses was unleashed. Damn, that's true! What are we gonna do? His bloodline was so split up. There have to be others. Oh, there's another note here, too. Where? Is it another hint? As for the body, seek not only one who bears my blood, but one with strong spirit sense. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. Has anyone done that? The only one we know that's been possessed has been Yako, right? But she didn't really take control. It may be Yako. So it says. Do we know of anyone like that? I can't think of anyone. Let's move on for now. Next is the mind. What's the difference between the mind and the soul? Asked Serio. In paranormal theory, it's said that humans are made up of soul, body, and mind. The mind is essentially thought to be the part of the spirit that makes up one's consciousness, or one's self. It's like driving. The body is the car, the soul is the control system, and the mind is the driver. Oh, I see. I think that makes sense. So is there a hint for finding this one too? Well, let's see. There's this. Should the Rite of Resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Seaman tried to seal away the Rite of Resurrection, but before he could, Ashino stole the Record of Fates. So as a countermeasure to the rite being activated, he made it so that his mind would be released from the seal. Okay, but what does that actually mean? What it means is... Seaman's mind awoke the night the rite was activated and must be possessing someone out there right now. Oh. What? So we have to get that person together with everything else. Alright, so we have to find the Curse Echo, the Descendant, and the person possessed by Seaman. Then we just get them together in one place and we'll be good to go. Right, but there is one thing. The second and third ones could be both the same person. Oh! But who could that be? It's like how Michio lost her memories when she was possessing Yako. Seaman's consciousness might not be aware of who it really is. So if he learned the truth, would he start to act now of his own accord? Oh, then a person could already be... Oh, hold on a second. Someone's coming this way. Uh-oh. Well, that's bad. Unless it's good. It's unknown, that's for sure. Huh? It's a woman. Actually, we've been going about 2 hours here, and I think I need a break for my voice. So, I'm going to take a short break here on this little cliffhanger. We'll be back and see who's approaching Mio and Ario in just a few moments. See you in a bit on the other side.
right, we are back. So let's see where this goes. I'm not gonna chat. We're just gonna go. All right. A mysterious woman said, "Excuse me, could I interrupt you for just a moment?" Ah, no! Finally, she shows herself. It's Yoko. Probably the person actually possessed by Ashina. Unless, well, Okay, no, hang on. This might not be a bad thing, necessarily. Right? Right? Okay, let's see. Who might you be? Would you buy this empty can of juice? I just finished drinking for 10,000 yen. Huh? I'll even throw in these bones from some fried chicken. You can't beat a deal like this. I don't really want them. Don't say that. Come on, they're delicious. Actually, I thought I might just have a picnic right here. Won't you join me? Sorry? Oh god, Yoko's lost it. I don't understand. What should we do? Well, it's not like we need this exact spot, and we can't do anything with other people around. Let's just move somewhere else. Oh, she's trying to get us to leave, isn't she? I'm sorry, we're in the middle of something, so we'll just be on our way. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. Yep! There it is. What? It hurts! This is a curse! Yup. Oh, boy. Yoko. All along it was Yoko. Welp. Another bad ending unlocked. Huh. Interesting. So... weird, huh? So she killed our boy from the first timeline then. Okie. After all, it was her. Oh, it's you, storyteller. Hang on, just a sec. I need to grab something. I need to grab a drink. And that's what I'm gonna do. Ah. Things are getting a little too heavy around here. My voice is dying. Let's go. All right, there we go. All right, storyteller. The storyteller. As if there's no others, you self-important dude. All right. You have my heartfelt thanks for all your hard work thus far. This brings the story of the 7 Mysteries of Honjo to a close. And who could have foreseen such a conclusion? I did. I saw it coming. Absolutely did. Unfortunately, it seems the so-called mastermind was one step ahead of you. She remains hidden, leaving behind no evidence. Perhaps there's truly no way to stop her. However, should you find that this conclusion is not to your liking, which obviously you would, why'd you say that? By all means, please pursue a different path. You've done it once before, so I'm sure you already know how. With that, I shall be taking my leave. I have been your humble storyteller. Good night. All right. All right, so the game's like, yeah, you don't like that? Do something about it. Fine, we will. Well, our choices are obvious. We got 4 potential jumping off points. And I think this one's going to lead to a bad ending where possibly Kumichiki Nejima, like, gets away with it and, like, kills a bunch of people. Let's just... Okay. We kind of know how this is going to go, right? This will lead to the Haraway wins ending. That's not going to be a true ending, right? But maybe we should knock it out just for, like, process of elimination purposes. Let's do it. All right. Let's resume from... I guess here? Yeah, let's chat. So you're a curse bearer. Whoops. So you're a curse bearer. We will be speeding through this. Okay. I think so. Okay. Don't know what the question was, honestly. Actually, hang on. I think... Yeah, we picked the wrong point. Let's try again. Let's try from... here. Right. Yeah, with that sussy look. We begin. Okay. So she's got her curse active. We can say anything. Except that. So we don't want to hint at what we've done, because she will toss away her lighter. Let's ask her what she desires. Okay, so we gotta say that we're a curse bearer. Because we can't withhold anything from her. Alright. Now then. We got the haunting clappers. Yep. Zoom, zoom. Go Sonic fast. Claws out, baby. Alright. Let's talk about her father. Haha, just kidding. Burn. Huh? Man, please, think this through. No, no thinking. Ah! Oh my god. Jeez. Ah! 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 Damn. Ma'am, why? It was the only way. Richter. Could we settle any outstanding tabs now? Yeah, sure. Damn. Cold. Your services are no longer needed, Richter. Some days later. Amamori, you got a moment. Who the hell is Amamori? Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? I was just curious. Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Sumida River and resurrected her dead child? Oh. What are you on about? The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Sumida River, so she then built a monument and continued to pray there until... her son somehow emerged from the mound, back from the dead, or so the legend goes. I heard it's being adapted into a no play, too. Interesting. And? It's music. Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist. Sorry to ask again, but... what are you on about? Damn. This ending actually did give me the chills. Yep. It's like kind of like a distant perspective from Richter after cutting ties. And really no insight. Well, we'll see what happens after the credits. Usually we've had some sort of like conclusion. But yeah, it seems like, well, I don't know. Like I said, we'll wait. We'll wait and see. But yeah, I do think Ayame had a point in her dialogue. Like, how's Harue's kid gonna live with that, knowing that they were brought back? Because it seems like you would know, right? It's not like you're brought back with no knowledge. So, yeah, I don't foresee a particularly happy life there. Because the kid was like, he had like a just heart and stuff, right? So I don't think it would sit right with him. So I wouldn't be shocked if he became like estranged from her over time, from his mother, and blamed her. And things went down that path. Maybe not similar to Ayame and Tsumi's relationship. Not dissimilar, if I said similar, sorry. Sometimes I say the exact opposite of what I mean. It's really convenient. PARANORMASIGHT, The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Harué end. Harué wins. Never mind, it is what it is. Welcome to my office. It might be small and dirty, but welcome. Come on, Ernestine, say hello. Tweet, tweet. That's it, good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey kid, I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. Oh. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. It's so much better than becoming a police officer. Hey, Amamori, don't you tell the kid to give up on his dreams. I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today? Huh. Ending 3, Harue's legacy. Huh, so her kid went on to become an investigator. Interesting. Huh, well that was kind of more lighthearted than I expected, honestly. Certainly more lighthearted than the Ayame ending, where it's like, yeah, then a bunch of people died. But I guess she did achieve her dream. Okay. This one right here is the most suspicious one to me. This guy's not semen, is he? No way, right? No, because he doesn't know. He would know more. I want to go to this one first. Because I think I know what's going to happen here. My prediction is that Nejima gets away. So. Oh my god. So many options. Let's go to Komagata Bridge, I guess. Okay, we'll just try taking different choices. So I think what we need to do is goad him into using his Curse Stone, right, to get this ending. So the way we're going to do that is we're just going to, like, not put the gun down. And we're going to be, like, as aggressive and, like, carefree and reckless as possible. Okay. Yep. Okay. Alright, June. He makes these sudden moves, shoot him. Leave it to me. Easy there, hot shot. My boss will take the fall, so it's fine by me. Sorry, this is all new dialogue, so let me go ahead and narrate it. Sorry about that. Ario, if he makes any funny moves, shoot him. Leave it to me, boss. I'll get him right between the eyes. Whoa, easy there, hot shot. I don't know if you're serious, but think about what you're saying here. If I really am unarmed, you'll be all over the news faster than you can say excessive force. My boss will take the fall, so that's fine by me. You're shitting me. This guy's a basket case. And a damn good officer. Fuck me. You've got spirit, kid, I'll give you that. Just give yourself up and this will all be over. Hey, boss, can I shoot already? My arms are getting tired over here. Don't tell him that. What? Knock yourself out. Whoa! Jesus! Whoa, hold up. The hell's wrong with you? You're really gonna shoot a guy just because your arms are tired? Fuck, you look like you're really gonna do it. You're out of your goddamn minds, both of you. Hear that, Ario? Let's hold off a little longer. Aye, aye, boss. Fuck me. The hell are you teaching that kid? He's a natural. Birds of a feather. He's a natural, insane person. All right. Don't take your eyes off this guy for a second. Got it. Okay, we've talked all we can talk. Okay. Yeah. So he is at risk of firing. There's not a, like, kill Dejima ending, right? Here, that'd be weird. Okay. Not a chance. Your buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for. Makes things more exciting, don't you think? I mean, he's got a point. You two have lost your fucking minds. Alright. Let's see. I don't know if this is new or not. That massacre you told me about on the phone, did you mean it? Every word, don't you worry. Soon you'll have a case of a lifetime. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yep. Yep. This is all stuff we've seen before. Okay. Yep. Quaking in your boots, I remember that line. He's saying that he wants to see our despair and stuff because he's an asshole and no one likes him. Okay, he says he's a man of his word. We'll see. Let's talk about your curse. One-sided read, which we know all about now. So, it is daytime. I think he's probably bullshitting about being able to activate it here. Probably. Most likely. But, if he does have a photographic memory, or he's, like, memorized the, all the information needed to activate that curse, then maybe it's possible. Because I got that right, don't I? Like, the, one-sided read's activation, condition is knowing their occupation, their name, their face, and all that stuff, right? Let's just double-check that. Yeah. Name, age is in there, too. And address. Like, it is a lot of information that you gotta know. But... yeah, pretty powerful if you do have the information, obviously. Because you can activate it from a distance, too, right? Like, you don't gotta be there in front of them. Alright. There's the one-sided read. What if they made any, like, Curse Stone merch for this game? That'd be cool to have, like, on your desk, you know? Alright. Yeah, he's talking about how he doesn't care about black magic or Eastern curses as long as it works. No big deal. We're gonna get his, like, sob story now. Yeah, he's talking about how he would have killed the kids in the school if they could, but Mio is, like, really good. Of course, she was really good. She probably would have been able to feel... Who? What's her name again? Yoko. Like, walking up, about to kill them both. But whatever. Alright. Anyways, we'll just exhaust his dialogue and see if it's different now that we've got Aereo ready to shoot. Okay. The other option is possibly looking and seeing our daughter before all this conversation happens, but I don't know. Alright. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, here's his whole, like, sob story. Yep. Sad music plays. Nejima's thinking about shit and justifying all his fucked up actions and stuff. Crazy face. Nejima's got a pretty good crazy face. Thought Ari might shoot there, but he didn't. Here we go. Ramblings of a Serial Killer. You know, one of my favorite albums of all time is by a band called Porcupine Tree. I'll look up the name of it real quick. Let's see. There they are. In Absentia, yeah. And that's, like, the theme of the album is, like, it's kind of like meditation on, like, what the hell happens to serial killers where they go from, like, a quote-unquote normal child to someone that'll, like, go this far and be that fucked up. It's pretty good. I recommend you check it out. Anyways, it comes to mind thinking about Nejima's, like, tale here and stuff. Anyways. Yep. This is where he learned that his child was maybe resurrected, even though I guess probably not. At least Nejima's like gone enough to think she was resurrected. A lot of angry faces here. The orchestra's going at it, making it all dramatic as we're just skipping through. All right. Yeah, the haha fuck line got me. All right, more black magic stuff. Okay. There we go. Dialogue tree. Continues. He already used his curse. He said that, which was a lie, right? Like, he's bluffing here, I'm pretty sure. Pretty damn sure. But it's true. He can, theoretically, like, it doesn't say he has to say this stuff out loud or, like, write it down or anything. Like, he could pull it off in his head, I think. Alright. Alright. Yep, we can see the daughter in the background there. Yep, he is bluffing. Alrighty then. Oh shit. I'll slit your throat, you little shit. Huh? What? Stay back! Wait, stop! Don't actually shoot, you idiot! Oh shit. See you around, dumb fucks! Shit, he jumped! Oh shit. I can't believe he missed. Damn it, after him! Don't let him get away! June. Bro, come on, man. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect evaded officers at the Komagata Bridge and fled, and currently remains at large, even though he, like, slimmed down a lot. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Yeah, June. You did fuck up. Boss! Ah, boss! Boss! Boss, I'm sorry! It's all my fault! It's actually kind of also partially on Tetsuo, though, for, like, making him keep his gun up if you want to, like, start tossing blame around. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire! Enough! I told you already. It's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him was also a miscalculation. True. Sure, it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. But somehow, I doubt things would be that easy. Do you think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows? Him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with the curse stone, but all we can do is pray he was lying. Damn, the June in Despair kind of sprite really screws with me. The condition for Nejima's curse stone, the one-sided reed, was only later discovered. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location were all known by the curse bearer. And so, at sunset that day... Oh, shit! No! Out of 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, the 377 who were at home. I didn't even think about that. He had access to all that information. Each had one arm and one leg severed, one by one. In the order they appeared in the school register, they bled to death while screaming in agony. Having no known cause, this atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika Nejima intended things to go this far, Tetsuo Tsutsumi daughter, Ayame Tono, was also killed by Nejima's curse shortly after. And Tetsuo Tsutsumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility or the people's blame, quit the police force and fled from the public eye. Oof. At the very least, Nejima's goal of driving Tetsuo Tsutsumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on. Ending 2. Nejima's Reminiscence. Damn. Possibly the worst ending. I mean, Yame's was pretty bad too, but this is just like, at least with the Yame, like, a great artist was like reborn into the world, you know? At least there was that. I'm not saying it made up for it, but it was like the silver lining, right? Like, she achieved her dreams. Nejima's just like, ugh. Ugh. Just nasty. Like, that feels bad having to go through that. Kind of regret it now, honestly. But we are exploring all options, including the terrifying, horrible, unforgivable ones. So, yeah. This feels like Undertale genocide route level shit to me. What Nejima went on to use this enormous horde of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Nejima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Ashina. Yep. Or Ashino, pardon me. Well, they probably like summoned some elder god too. Wouldn't freaking doubt it. Damn, damn, damn. Horrible. Horrible! Sorry we had to do that, guys. It really is screwing with me a little bit. Okay. On this one, this is still like the most promising route, I think, for a true ending to me. This one I have no idea about. So the question is, do we go unknown? I think we go unknown, right? Let's do it. All right. After reports? What could we possibly have done here? Okay. We already came back here once to re-get the freaking, like, unstick the marker knowledge, which, by the way, I am still upset about. Still not cool with that whole, like, plot line. If you're confused, watch the last stream. You'll understand. Okay, yep. June's got a lot of stamina. It's very enticing. Okay, let's think. Okay. Wait, we can still go so... Oh! No, no, no. No, no, no. It's not... Back out. Back out! I wanted to stand by some more. I didn't want to, like, go anywhere. I thought we could move somewhere else on the map. I didn't think we'd be moving inside the school. My bad! Alright. Exhaust all the stuff again, just in case. Alright. Yep. So there's the whole pin conversation. Very annoying. Oh, so annoying. Like, unbelievably annoying. Damn, I can't believe June actually, like, shot and missed. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, we've talked all we can talk. Okay, there's nothing else to look at either. So do we need to go inside the school? I don't see the branch here, you know? I don't see the branching path. Maybe we have to go back to the beginning. I don't know. Let's just see how quickly this kind of resolves itself. Damn. Okay. What? Huh? Did we just never, like, get to the end? Did we, like... Okay, we must have, like, skipped out of that, like, when we got the pin knowledge before it actually resolved itself, so it didn't count as, like, completing the route. Okay, I'm gonna assume we didn't, like, permanently screw up our chances of, like, beating the game there. We'll see. Okay. So, onto the Seaman chapter, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, we'll go to Namigaki's appearance, I guess. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. So, yeah, he's gonna be like, hey, you guys should come with me. And we were like, hell no, you, like, murdered our friend. Why would we do that? Well, now we're gonna find out. Now we're gonna find out if we maybe should have gone with them. Alright, Utero. Utero's been neuteroed. He has no more curse stone. His girl left him. Thinks he's a total loser. He's also a murderer, so he's got, like, prison time ahead of him. Oh yeah, Yako's still cursed at this time. Alright. Oh god. Okay, I have no... This is like such an obvious bad idea. So let's talk to him, I guess. Well, I suppose we may as well hear what it is you have to say. Glad to hear it. Then shall we relocate elsewhere? Yes, go with the strange man with the sweater. Seems like a great idea. Yako Sakazaki. 1 p.m. At Ryogoku Bridge. So, what did you want to discuss with us? Let's see, how do I put this? I'll tell you straight. I want you two to use your curse stones to bring Michio Shiraishi back from the dead. What? It's why I was pursuing the Rite of Resurrection in the first place. Okay, so he wasn't lying about that. Unfortunately, I had to give up my curse stone before I could succeed. But you two are curse bearers with some kind of connection to her. Which means this is the perfect opportunity for me to ask you to do this. Well... I'm sorry, this is all so sudden, so I still don't understand why you would want this. What exactly is your relationship with Michio? Well, we met briefly once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Lies, 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 right. Well, it would be great if we could bring Michio back. But we've already decided not to use the Rite of Resurrection. The Yako's still possessed at this point, so she might be, like, kind of game. Is that so? It seems, however, that we share a goal. I wouldn't mind collecting the soul dregs for you if you gave me your curse stone, you know. Oh. We'll have to decline that as well. Our goal is to stop the curse. I see. Well, that's too bad. I suppose I'll have to give up on the curse stones. Thank you for understanding. Where'd you go, Yako? Yako? What are you thinking? Phew. I thought he was a little suspicious, but he left without making a fuss. But why does he want to bring Michio back? Huh? Yako? Good situational awareness there, Mio. Uh-oh, did she go off somewhere while we were talking? Yep, she gave him a little thumbs up, didn't she? She's like, yeah, let's do it. Oh, shit. Heh, I finally caught up to you. I don't know if you noticed me following you or not, but leading me to a secluded place. You've got guts. I'm sorry, but I'll be taking your curse stone. Either you hand it over, or I'll have to take it by force. What? Oh, shit! Manifested! The dead friend, let's go! Why are you... No, 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 she's here again! I don't understand! Wait, it was just an accident! I swear I didn't mean to! That's a look of no. That's not gonna get you off. That's why I was trying to bring you back! You're already too late. Oh. Nice. Well, that was a very, like, ominous as hell ending, wasn't it? Woof. Well, I can't say I'm exactly sad to see that guy get what he deserves, because... Well, at the end of the day, he was a scumbag. But he wasn't actively, like... He didn't kill her on purpose. I guess I kind of didn't really put that together before now. They did not kill her to get her talisman. It was just an accident. After this, Michika Nejima went on to use the power of his curse to commit mass murder, shocking the public with unprecedented tragedy. And from that day on, Yako Sakazaki was never heard from again. Damn. Possessed forever. Ending 1. Michiyo's grudge. Yep. So Michiyo got her revenge, and then Yako, I don't know what happened. Okay, guys. Well... Oh. Oh. Well, that's all the routes explored. Oh god. So, now we gotta think about things. Okay. So the game's not gonna walk us through, is it? It's not gonna walk us through. Oh god. Okay. So, I think the way to win, to me, is pretty clear. I just don't know how to activate it. I think what we have to do is we have to give Mio the curse stone that allows her to turn the curse that's cast on her back on Yoko, right? That's the only way to do it. But how do we get her the curse stone is the thing I'm, like, concerned about, or, like, I'm unsure about, I guess. Like, where can we do that? So, okay, let's think back. It's passed off to Tetsuo in preparing for battle, right? Is that where it happens? Because... What happens here? Yeah, so... So when does Mayu hand her curse stone over is my question. She clearly gets it at some point. Should we just go back through? Should we just try again? That'd be here at conclusion, right? Ending 5. Just resume? Okay, so we decipher the scroll. Yep. She's already sealed the curse stones here, though, is the thing. So I don't think they're, like, usable. So it's crazy that, like, the mastermind died in Route 1. Right? They're pretty insane. And it's giving us these hints. Okay. I think Shogo has to be a descendant, right? Because they did say he had, like, quite a bit of, like, soul power and potential. So if you want this to happen, we have to keep him alive, I think. But how do we do that? One with the strong spirit sense. Yeah, that's Shogo. Such an individual will be able, if a spirit attempts to possess them, to instead take control of that spirit themselves. Yeah. We gotta keep Shogo alive, I think. Which means we're going back to the top route. So there must be a hidden branching path up there. Because he does just, like, die. He just, like, shows up dead, you know? Like... the way the story goes is like Shogo just fucks off, and then he shows up like in the park at some point. I don't know. So I think this will be a dead end, but I said we could go back and investigate Shogo. So guys, like, obviously, part of the magic of the game is, like, discovering what to do yourself and all that. And, I intend to give it my best shot here, but we are streaming, and there is that to consider. So if I do get, like, really stumped, or it feels like we are just, like, chasing our tails too much, I will cheat and look up how to exactly get the best ending. I hope you'll forgive me. Again, this is like streamer privilege that I'm pulling. I pulled this card before, and I'll probably pull it again. But, we're not exactly dead-ended yet, I don't think. Okay. Yep, so there she is. She's saying crazy stuff. And there's no option, right, to say, no, we're not going to walk away. So we're toast. Yep. Nope. Not gonna let you get away with it. Back to the story chart. Okay. So. Man, there's gotta be... What can we do up here? Let's just take another look at this. It's been a long time since we've been on this route. He's gotta be the reincarnate, or like, of the line of, seamen, I would think. Huh? Yep, we've already voiced all this, so we'll be skipping through and looking for options. Right. Some about the humors, which is also a hint, because that's like an old school sort of thing. Okay. So he calls off the investigation. So at this point, she has the curse stone, right? Yeah. So, yeah, absolutely she does. At this point, she has it. And we're kind of kicked out. And then we're just straight to here? Man, that's just not many options, you know? And it's playing this music to mock me. I know it is. So I guess Yoko comes back after her ride in the ambulance and finds him and then kills him. Damn. Okay. So maybe the ending where... Okay. Maybe we ride the ending where Yoko dies, then. You're really gonna make me watch all this. Oh, it is, isn't it? My god, I'm sorry. Oh, god, prologue. Take my headphones off. I gotta think. I need, like, full... I need lack of brain compression here. Damn. It's gotta be something on the route where Yoko's dead and Shogo's alive. It's gotta be. Because everything else happens in a universe where Shogo ain't there. And we gotta have Shogo there. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Okay. 3 protagonists is unlocked. Yeah, we know. We know! It's fine. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, get out of here, storyteller guy. Okay. Okay, so we gotta go here, I think. So let's re-examine this route with all the knowledge that we have now. Right? Because we have all the pieces of the puzzle. Allegedly. So let's just start from the beginning. We'll give this one run through. And if I don't see any promising threads to pull, then I will check out the, I will Google my heart out and spoil the hell out of myself. Okay, yeah, so Shogo's freaking out because Yoko's dead. But we know that's a good thing. Alright, alright. I didn't already screw up, did I? Okay, hang on. God, I'm gonna be, like, second-guessing everything here, though, is the problem. Okay, resume. From the beginning. Which should be restart. Same thing. Kinshibori Park. Okay. I was kind of also clicking through there, so I'll have to shift some restraint. Alright, let's think. Gotta calm down, gotta calm down. You don't know she's dead, you're not a doctor, it's fine, everything's fine. Okay, there's no other options here. Yep, okay, so let's look at her. And now we have been cursed. So Yoko's dead. Again, Shogo, you gotta believe me, man. This is fine. This is, like, what you want. Yeah. Okay, so he seems dead set on calling an ambulance here. So I guess we should. Yeah, okay, so this seems pretty well, like, set in stone. Even though this is, like, a waste of time, right? Okay, so at least Shogo's alive here. Yeah, nope, she's gone, Shogo. Yeah, she's evil as well, Shogo. Like, you know how to pick them, dude. Resurrect her. Yep, this is where he gets cursed. So now he has the curse stone instead of her. She would have had it here, but she don't. Who cast this curse is my question. That's what I'm a little confused about. Because I think we should still go down this route, but we may need to backtrack a little bit more. Because this kind of implies the guiding light was used to save Shogo. Right? The guiding light, which is the curse stone that allows you to reverse the curse on its user. Because she wasn't leaving anyone. She was just standing there, I think. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen this part of the story. I don't know. Her death here is mysterious to me. She must have tried to have killed Shogo. That's the only explanation I can think of. That's how we got the curse stone, right? You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Right the hell now. Right here. Kinshibori Park, Part 2. We're gonna restart the whole damn thing and examine every option with the knowledge that we have now, and we'll see. We'll see, game. Alright. So there she is, the mastermind. Okay. It's getting late. It's past 1 a.m. I swear someone used the guiding light on her. Someone must have. Okay, telephone booth is over there. There's the playground. Are they, like, hiding in the playground? That'd be weird. Well, we can't rule it out, right? There's also the whole freaking thing with her, like, playing with the dead animals or something. I don't know. Alright, Yoko. Let's chat away. I need another drink. Be back in a sec. Game's got me all hot and bothered, man. Like, seriously. We're gonna get this done. Yeah, we're gonna get this done. I have faith. I believe we can do it. Let's see. She is an evil spirit. She actually is an evil spirit. Oh my god. Okay, there's this guy right here. So that is for sure 100%. Where is he? Yeah, Takumi, lurking in the background. I recognize that silhouette now. So Takumi's here. He's, like, watching. Does Takumi have the guiding light here? I bet he does. So Takumi saves our life. I bet that's what happens. I bet that's what happens. Okay. Yep. Zoom in to the evil lady's face. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. Takumi's back here. Is he in the playground now? Is that where he's hiding? I don't know. He's burst onto the scene, though, for sure. What are you doing, Takumi? What are you up to? I guess he's just, like, saving us, right? So I guess that's fine. Okay, let's chat. Yeah. Yep. Talking about belief in spirits and stuff. Okay. Actually, can we recall a little bit? Nope. Still feel out of it? That's fine. I do too. Okay. Song about alcohol. Oh my god, about 7 mysteries. So she's just playing dumb here, right? I'm assuming she's, like, fully possessed. So about 7 mysteries, which is actually, like, 9. This is where I couldn't count before. Okay. Let's talk about ghost stories. They're not really ghost stories. Well, I guess they are, because the spirit dregs are kind of like, technically like evil spirits that are, or not evil, but spirits that have been chained to this reality to serve a purpose. Alright. Right, resurrection time. Let's go. It's Forbidden Right, which she knows all about. That's like what she's like searching for, I suppose. Yep. And there she meant... Oh, hang on. Yep, she mentioned Araishi there. Got it. So she's looking for the right of resurrection to save herself, I guess? I don't know. Why are you looking for the right, eh? Why don't you lie to me about that? Do you mind? Wait, this is the one we checked before. She said she wanted to bring her dog back, which is, like, probably... I won't rule it as 100% of a lie, but, like, probably a big lie. She would know for sure if the writer, like, works on dogs or whatever. Yeah. Talk about, like, assistants and stuff. Yeah, all sus in hindsight. Super duper sus. Alright. Okay, so she'll go... What happened to him here? Okay, so Yoko's scared. So what's happening here? There's someone behind me. And we couldn't find them before, right? Where are they? Yeah, someone's behind us and we don't see them, and it's all like creepy and stuff, right? What is she seeing, though? Why is she freaked out here? We never got an answer on that, actually. She must be freaked out because we're like... I don't know. Okay, push. I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? Okay, so she's dead now. Because we cursed her. Right? That was us, I think. Man, I don't know. We definitely cast the curse there. And she's dead. Drowned. And the only way we could have done that is if we had the light, I think. Right? Because she was not walking away from us. We did not fulfill the conditions of the, of that curse. But I think it's safe to say we've seen all options there. Because the first time I played, I did not activate the curse. This time I definitely did. So, I'm going to say there's for sure nothing else we could do. Let's restart this. Which we already did before. We start by freaking out. Because Yoko's freaking dead. Understandable. Yep, here we are again. Like, third time this stream, I think. Alright, and now we... Now, we would have known if we had the curse stone. Man, I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, Yoko's gone. Let's call the... So, yeah, so we call the ambulance or whatever. For no reason at all. Except to, like, calm us down, I guess. Okay. So, in this route, the mastermind is 100% dead. 100% dead. And in this route, Shogo gets... She saw something. What'd she see? Yeah, that's the question. Man, I don't know. I'm so confused. And then Shogo gets like... He's trying to be possessed right now, isn't he? That's what's happening to him. Yeah, that presence. So he is showing the signs of being able to resist possession, which is like one of the things that showed that he was actually a descendant of the Omyoji of legend. Okay. Yep. There's the curse stone. Let's not pick it up yet. And Yoko definitely dropped it, right? Yeah. Sad tears for, like, the main villain in the game, if you don't mind. Go on. Yeah, it's all a prank, eh? Yeah. He doesn't want to look at any more of his surroundings, is the thing. Yeah. Man. This is going to be part of, like, going down this path again, is, like, second-guessing freaking everything. But let's go ahead and claim our curse stone, I guess. I don't really see any other obvious choices we can make or anything like that. So, yeah, let's grab it. Become a curse bearer. For real, for real. Alright. There we go. Whispering Canal, get. Yep. Congratulations on being drafted into the war between curse bearers. Glad to have you on board, Shogo. Yep. Now then, the next thing that should happen is... What's his name? The assistant guy. Takumi, sorry. My god. Takumi should approach us, right? And there's no reason to kill him. Because he's not a threat at all. As far as we know. And I think we know for sure now, don't we? Yep. Right of Resurrection. Yep, we know. Blah, 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 blah. It's all very scary. Okay. If I want the right, I have to kill a bunch of people with this curse stone. Yep, that's how it works. Yep. So now his heart has been turned to using the curse stone. Okay. Look at our surroundings again. Yeah, we're being watched by this guy. This very obvious shadowy figure. Alright, let's try to not kill him this time if we can help it. Even though he's a liar. And he works for a fraud. Yeah. Let's make 100% sure we can't do anything else. Let's see anything else we can do. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, she had the curse stone, I think. And the only person... And the thing is, it would make sense for this guy to have the guiding light. Curse... Man. Okay. Let's engage. Actually, guys, let me step away for just a little bit here. I'm going to take a short break, and we'll continue on this weird thing. I promise I'm not going to cheat yet. I'll let you know when I cheat. I have no shame. See you on the other side. We are back. We've called out to the stranger in the night. Let's see what happens. If I can mouse in. Alright. He's approaching. Okay. How unexpected. Yeah. It was your curse that killed the poor woman, I take it. Actually, no. Wait, yes! It was ours that turned back on him. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at him. He's a humorless-looking man. Has this guy ever told a joke ever? I kind of doubt it. Okay. So it had to be him. What's going on over there? Yeah! What's happening? The hell is that? It looks like a light floating in midair. He's currently the curse bearer, isn't he? He absolutely is. Or the curse bearer's actually over there. Okay, hang on. Can we... It's closer. It's coming closer. Yeah. Looks like a will-o'-the-wisp, maybe. Was there anything like that in the Seven Mysteries? Touch it. Sure. Huh? Am I supposed to touch it? Yeah, it's harmless, right? Despite the scary sound effects. Let's go, baby! All right, hell yeah. No one's gonna believe me. Everyone's gonna say, oh yeah, Laggie Couch, you like took a break so you could like look up what to do, make sure you're on the right path. I promise I didn't do it. I swear. No one's gonna believe me. I just used the restroom, that's all I did. And topped off my drink. Okay, cleansing. Shogo Okie. When the body, soul, and mind of semen... Oh my god. Tsuchi Mikado have all been brought together. The rite of cleansing is activated, dispelling all rituals and curses that have previously been performed. We've done it. Because the mind is in Shogo, although he's resisting it, and the body is Shogo, and the soul is right here. In the curse stone. Hey, storyteller. Yeah, you have anything to say to me about like how, oh no, everything's doomed. See you later. You can try if you want. My. Finally, you've arrived at this juncture. I expected no less from you. That would mean that you have managed to bring everything to light. Though there is the possibility that you have wound up here by chance. So before I take you any further, I must ask you a number of questions. Oh god, quiz time! About what exactly the soul, body, and mind of Seaman are. Firstly, which curse echo represents the soul of Seaman that would be the beckoning light. I think. Hang on. I want to get this right, damn it! Beckoning light. Beckoning light. Yep. Beckoning light is the definitely, it's the one. Alright. Yes, that's exactly it. After his defeat at the hands of Ashino in the Honjo incident, Seaman wandered about near Honjo. The form of his curse echo changed over time with the legend he left behind. This is the curse echo which was acquired by Mayu Chozawa. When called forth by Seaman's body and mind, it appeared momentarily before him. Let us continue. Who served as the self of Seaman... Oh, hang on, I'm trying to read. Who served as the self of Seaman... Who is his body, his descendant, who carried his blood in their veins? It'd be Shogo. It's Shogo! Which is why the body's here. Shogo. Go. Correct again! Although Shogo Okie was born to an ordinary family, the blood of a distant relative ran thick in his veins. In truth, the same is true for Yoko Fukinagawa. She was also one who had the blood of a distant relative coursing through her. In her case, it was Ashino. Seaman and Ashino fated to meet again all these hundreds of years later. Now for my final question. Who is the mind of Seaman Tsukimikado? Tell me the name of the person whose consciousness was directly tied to his. It's gotta be... Wait a minute, is it not... Is it not Shogo? No way! Hang on! No freaking way! What? No way it was Takumi the whole time. No! No! It's Takumi or... Okay, yep, no, it's not a bad idea. I misclicked, but let's see. Let us save a little bit. Slot 5, why not? Oh my god. I thought it was Shogo. I thought Shogo was both. Wait, hang on. No way it's Takumi, right? But it's gotta be Takumi. No, I failed, didn't I? The answer to this is most important, so please answer me once more. Okay, cool. We get another chance. It's gotta be Shogo then, right? Again? No? Wait, hang on. Wait, what the fuck? Who's the mind of Seaman? His consciousness was directly tied. Wait, but. Okay. I knew it was one of them two. It ain't one of them two. It's not Natsue, is it? I don't think it would be. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. No? Who's the mind? Okay. Let's go research a little bit. 7 mysteries. A Honjo incident. No. Here we go. Record of Fate Yin Scroll. The soul that is my curse echo. We got that. The body that's a living continuation of my bloodline. We got that too. Their own consciousness. There was a hint here. Their consciousness. It's not me, is it? Wait a minute. No? Okay. Okay. No, I thought it might have been the player character. Okay. It's not Yoko. It's not Haraway. Who's been acting with the mind? I don't think it'd be June. I don't think it'd be Hajime. He's dead. Oh god, yes. We're going all the way down the list now. It could be Mio. It very well could be Mio, but nah, she's too ignorant on this stuff, so she's like trying to figure it out. It could be Michio. It could be Hitome. Or Hitomi, sorry. Toei's not it. Nope. He's too curious about the curses and stuff. Iwai ain't it. Yutero's a scrub. Yame's no. Man, I don't know. Who's the mind of the sorcerer? Who's the mind of the Onmyoji? Oh, man. Who could it possibly be? The consciousness of... Let's try this. Oh, you can't even fit the name. Then I guess it's not that, is it? Damn. Ah! So it's not Shogo. We know that for sure. Because he tried it. It ain't Yoko, for sure. Harway's no way. Oh my god. Don't make me go down the list again, game. Who could it possibly be? Man, I really don't know. I'm really struggling. Like, it should be obvious, right? But I'm really struggling here. Oh my god. Oh my god, I don't know. Ah! Who's the mind? Who could it possibly be? Who could it possibly freaking be? I'm gonna try Mio, but, you know, I don't think it's her. She's too, like, ignorant of, like, the rights and stuff. Yeah, no way. Whose consciousness was directly tied to his? Who could it possibly freaking be? Wait a minute. Hang on. Kiryu. How do you pronounce that? Kiryu Nakagoshi. Maybe? Who? Kuiru. Kuiru. Possibly? No? Okay. I don't know. I'm about to start just throwing stuff at the wall. I don't think so, though. Yeah, I know. Thank God it gives me multiple chances here. Thank God! And by multiple, I mean, like, all the chances. For sure not Yoko. No way it would be Tetsuo. June wouldn't be it. What would the consciousness... Okay. What would the consciousness possibly... I need the hints again, is the thing. I can reload, it's fine. I did save. Okay. Give me those hints, please. Yep. We need the hints. Okay. Yeah, yep. Okay. Yep. We're solid happening. 3 items. Yep. Soul, Curse Echo, Body, their own consciousness. Okay. Hey, JJ, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'm struggling. Nice to see you. But yeah, glad you made someone with 50k subscriber chuckle. That's awesome, JJ. Congratulations. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yep, we got that. Body's a descendant from semen. We got that. Yeah, Michio, but they're dead. That's fine. No big deal. We got another one. We got substitute body. Yep. Here we go. Yep. Strong spirit sense. That was the key hint that got us into the Okie sort of line. Indeed. Yeah. The mind. Yes, this is what we need. Come on, come on, come on. The hint is as follows. Should the Rite of Resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. What? Should the Rite of Resurrection be activated elsewhere, so too shall my mind be awakened there. Huh? We don't know where the Rite of Resurrection was activated, though, is the thing. But we got no clue on that, right? I'm pretty sure we don't. This mind would be released from the seal. What it means is... Seaman's mind awoke the night the rite was activated. It must be possessing someone out there right now. Second and third ones can be both the same person. I tried that, though. It's a thing. I absolutely did try that. Huh. We'll try again. Maybe I misspelled it or something. But yeah, Shogo. But it's not gonna be him, is it? Like, I'm pretty damn sure we tried it. Yeah, no. Damn it. Shit. Who is it? Who could it be? Okay, where was the rite released? Who caused the Rite of Resurrection to be released? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that phrase means is the thing. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna set a timer. If I don't know within 5 minutes, we're looking it up. Sorry. But I think we've struggled long enough. 5 minutes is counting down right now. Okay, who could the mind possibly be? Person whose consciousness was tied to semen. We've checked out and we tried many of the obvious suspects here. Could it be the storyteller? Okay, who could the storyteller be, though? Whose chin looks like that? It's kind of the question I find myself asking myself. It's not gonna be Utero, for sure. No way. And he's got the mole. It can't be June, right? I don't think it's June. He's the only one that with the chin that, like, looks like him, though, so I don't know. Just by... No way. Yeah, no. Ah! I'm in pain, man. I'm in, like, serious pain right now. Oh, we were sailing through just fine. They can't be a It can't be Richter, right? Oh my god. Mayu? Yeah, no. Oh my god. I am so stumped. This is bad. This is like mega bad, ultra bad, super bad. The worst. So we gotta assume that Yoko cast the feast spell, right? We tried this, right? Oh my... Okay, I give up. I yield. I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Ah! I'm looking it up! I'm looking it up. I'm looking it all up. This is like the worst walkthrough, though. Okay. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want push notifications from your shitty website. My god. Okay. Yep, here we go. Your name? Didn't I put my name in? I thought I did. Wait, hang on. I thought I said Laggie. That's not it? Was it Laggie underscore or something? Huh. Oh my god. Did I say couch? Oh god, no, sorry. I'm sorry for wasting your time, storyteller. I know you're busy and stuff. Okay, I actually tried this, but I think I just input it wrong. So, couch? That wasn't it. What'd I say? Huh? Mega confused. Mega, ultra, super confused.
I have no idea what I put in for my name. Sorry for, like, the delay here, guys, but holy heck. I'm trying my best. Game's asking a lot. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. I'm scrolling around on my freaking YouTube video, because fucking hell. It's all of 20 views. Cool. I've added another one. Nice. Ah, no. I hate it. There's another way to... Okay, yeah. So there I say... Yeah, there's like Laggie _COU, and I was like, that's wrong. So then I input something else. And I was like, oh, it's not the capital, is it? No way. Ah! Go to hell, game. Go to hell. Making me capitalize the first letter. Shh. Just... It's bad. It's dumb. Finally, you've remembered. Shh. That's right. You are. Seaman's consciousness awoken by the curses and the rite of resurrection. However, having lost your memories, you forgot about the duty assigned to you. This is, if I may say so, where I played my part, guiding you through the events of the story. As your consciousness was all that was left of you, you manipulated time and space by way of the story chart, jumping from vessel to vessel. You manipulated your host's actions by whispering commands into their ears. In doing so, you were able to get the full picture of what needed to be done. But, at one point, while still unconscious, you managed to remember your duty. The so-called mastermind behind these events, the one who awakened the rite and the curses, was Yoko Fukinaga, descendant of Ashino herself. You unconsciously activated your curse and killed her. How interesting that she awakened Seaman's consciousness at the same time as the curses. That was the one and only time she could have been stopped. Ah, but due to your influence on Shogo Okie's will, Yoko Fukunaga was brought back to life. Using the story chart to undo her death, I led you to believe that it was the work of the Rite of Resurrection itself. And as it turns out, seeing what would have transpired if the mastermind was not killed at the outset is what ultimately revealed the way to put an end to the curses for good. There were certain things which you would have answered all your questions had you noticed them. For example, while under your control, Shogo Okie willingly used his curse. Oh my god. When I asked you early on how many Shogo Okie had killed, this is what I meant. Had you not used the curse, Shogo Okie would have done so of his own accord. Furthermore, Maya Chozawa was able to recall information which only you knew. She was able to do this because she was connected to you through a curse echo, the beckoning light. Yep. Alright, Yoko. In truth, Yoko is a descendant of Nomyoji who continued to practice in modern times. Her ancestor Ashino attempted to steal the Rite of Resurrection in Honjo during the Edo period. Born with exceptional spirit sense, Yoko learned about her own ancestry while researching her roots, and was disappointed to find her bloodline had fallen into mediocrity. She became consumed with the ambition to restore her family's lost glory through her own powers and devised a scheme to succeed where Ashino failed and perform the Rite of Resurrection. Yoko continued her training, developing her spiritual and curse powers until she discovered the Record of Fates, which offered clues regarding the rite. She plotted to use the curses of the 7 mysteries of Honjo to gather large amounts of soul dregs by calling forth curse echoes and setting the stage for a mutual slaughter. The ultimate plan involved invoking a large-scale feast of shadows, awakening the curses, performing the rite herself, and bringing together enough soul dregs to revive Ashino. Since the effects of the curses increase the more people know and fear them, she first entrusted the Record of Fates to local historian Hideki Iraishi, who could be used to easily spread the rumors. She also contacted Kumichika Nejima, a criminal with a deep understanding of mystic arts, to obtain the curse stones needed to gather soul dregs. Unsurprisingly, Nejima was very interested in the story of Ishino, and readily agreed to aid his revival. While carrying out these steps, Yuko learned of the existence of the Yin Scroll, which threatened to thwart her plans. She had a note about the scroll in the Record of Fates before giving it to Araishi, intending to acquire it before it could pose an issue. Through her investigations, Yuko discovered that Hajime Yoshimi was a descendant of his seaman and threatened him with the curse in an effort to scare him into revealing the whereabouts of the Yin Scroll. While Hajime bravely resisted Yoko's threat, she killed him with the curse to ensure Seaman's descendants would not stand in her way. All her preparations were coming together. Yoko obtained the seemingly less dangerous curse stone of the Whispering Canal in order to become a curse bearer, a necessity for gathering the curse stones for the Feast of Shadows. Shogo Okie, also a descendant of Seaman, was eyed as a potential risk factor and contacted to ensure he would be located nearby and subjected to monitoring. However, unaware that the spirit of Seaman would be awakened within Shogo as soon as she invoked the curse, Yoko's plan was thwarted when she was immediately cursed to death by Seaman. Oh my god! Holy shit! Let's freaking go! Hell yeah! We saw everything, right? Yep, totally. Now, allow me to ask you one last question. Okay, but the game forcing me to capitalize the first letter of my name. I flip you off, game. You can't see, but I'm absolutely doing it right now. Bullshit. If you, knowing all that you know, had the ability to resurrect one life, what would you do? We got to get rid of it. It's a spiral of death. It's nothing more than you can't. You just can't do it. Goodbye. Oh, I see. I see. That was Seaman's original intention. I apologize for leaving it out of the options when I first asked you this question. Yeah, storyteller, whatever. Now, it's time to bring things to a close. Upon your arrival here, the rite of cleansing was activated, dispelling all other rituals and curses. Look upon the fruit of your efforts, and then we shall leave this world behind for good. Thank you, truly, for all the work you have done. Ugh. Ah, that's what happened. I can't believe it. I finally understand. Yeah, I was the one that did that to Yoko. The blood of the Onmyoji that's inside me broke into my consciousness and gave me that curse. Yoko was after the rite of resurrection. She was the one who awakened the curses of the Seven Mysteries and cast the Feast of Shadows. And the only way to stop all of it was to put a stop to her here. Otherwise, the rite of cleansing might have been negated, too. I wonder how much of it was really her doing all those things. Yoko. I guess that explains why I felt like it was fate when this all started. Though she didn't seem to notice. I guess things were always destined to end like this, from the moment we met. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. No point of thinking about all that now. God, I need a drink. I got you, Shogo. Cheers to you. I'm thinking a Moscow Mule, or 2, or 3. Haruwe Shigima, 12 a.m. Ma'am, what is it? Ah, just a dream. It seems that it was all just a dream. I dreamt that there was such a thing as the rite of resurrection. Just
a dream. I'm sorry to say it, but there isn't. Right, of course not. But even if there is no such thing, I promise you that I will get to the bottom of the kidnapping. In fact, I've happened to find a very important lead from over a year ago. Something that's evaded our reach until now. An eyewitness from the scene of the kidnapping. I see. Tetsuo, Tsutsumi, 1 a.m. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell is this? The medical unit told me to get down here. What happened? As I was looking into Yoshimi's death at the former Yasuda Gardens, another body was discovered at a different park in the area. Could they be related? Ah, it sure looks like it, but... Excuse me, we found this among the victim's belongings. Thought you'd want to know. Huh? What's this? What is this? What? What the hell? Boss, look what's in the female victim's address book. Yoshimi's phone number and photo. What? And the picture. There's an X drawn on it and a bunch of weird symbols. And a hole where his heart would be. No. Do you think, could this be some kind of curse or something? How many times do I have to tell you not to try to connect everything to the occult? Damn it. This is a Nakagoshi case after all. Huh? What's that, boss? Ah, don't worry about it. Make sure you put that photo into the evidence. There's no doubt this is related to Yoshimi. Make sure you do a thorough sweep of the area. I'm gonna make a phone call. Got it. Leave it to me. Spend as long as you want on the phone. Thanks for your permission, Ario, to talk on the phone. Yako, Sakazaki, also 1 a.m. Mio, it turns out Michio really did die in an accident. Yeah, if we ask around, we might be able to get a little more information. I guess there never really was such a thing as the Rite of Resurrection. Wow. But I did feel like there was a spirit watching over us. Finn. The end of that storyline. Damn it. Why? Nothing's happening. But now my contract won't be. No. I should never have believed in this blasted record of fates. To all of you watching from far, far away, the Rite of Resurrection has never existed. Not in any world. Not in any life. So I ask you to take the life you hold and move boldly forward, one step at a time. Richter, Iwai's out. Do you want to question him? Hang on, Area. I want to get enough evidence for a search warrant. Let him go for now, and I'll follow him. That's the kidnapper. Yes, I'm the one that did it. So please, help me. She's always following me. I'm so sorry, Michio. I had no idea. What? Hajime was killed by this Yoko Fukinaga. How can that be? He wasn't the kind of guy who could just be picked off like that. You know that. Yeah, and Boss is hiding something. Huh, there seems to be some kind of secret hidden in Hajime's family tree. Let me see if I can find out what it is. I had heard you'd be absent today. Is there something you need? Well, I seem to have this spirit sense thing all of a sudden. I know this is the sort of thing our chairwoman doesn't approve of, so I thought I'd mention it.
You could have called. Didn't think you were the standoffish type. I had to find out from EY. Whoops, sorry. I forgot all about my favorite chief inspector. The hell are you planning? Nothing so heinous as you're thinking. I'm only Makoto Oshima, after all. Nothing but a lonely janitor. How are things with you? You getting along with your daughter? What the fuck? This relationship, though. Well, you know, more or less. I guess more or less. Damn. The Honjo River. Okay. I think that was PARANORMASIGHT. So, I'm gonna give my thoughts on the game, and they need to be prefaced by the fact that with visual novels, I have very little experience. I have seen a few of them played through, but not many. And they're a certain type of game that is obviously very story-based, very character-based, very limited action. I don't need to go through this. You've seen it. You know what style of game this is. It's not in my wheelhouse. That's why I haven't played many of them. And kind of went out on a limb with this. I kind of, admittedly, was looking for games to play, and this is the game that Twitch recommended, and I went with it, knowing nothing about it. I didn't even know it was a visual novel going into it, and decided to give it a shot. And I think after the first stream, it was pretty evident that I was pretty hooked on it, and I was willing to see it through to the end. And I am a person that like values stories in games, you know? Like, they matter to me. I know they don't matter to everyone. I know it's like not a pure gamer's take, right? Where like the gameplay should matter more than anything else. But to me, having a good story to get invested in is really what draws me in, you know? So, I'm glad I played this game. Was it perfect? I surely wouldn't say that. Am I glad I played it? I am certain of that, for sure. For sure I am. Was it the best stream game? I don't know about that. It definitely pushed me to VA more than I usually do. Like, come up with, like, voices for different characters and stuff like that, which is something I kind of done casually before. This game, like, demanded it, you know? Like, it wasn't really optional here. I could have given everyone the same voice, I suppose, but I don't know. That would have taken away from the experience for sure. The story was good. I'm gonna talk about my personal preferences here, and I'm not saying this was bad, but honestly, when the game had set up the premise, I kind of wished it had gone full on, like, Fate mode, like, Curse Bearers versus Curse Bearers and, like, Death Game style. That could have been pretty damn cool. It kind of shied away from it. Like, a lot of the Curse Bearers were not willing to use their curses. The end. And that kind of stalled things out. But that was kind of the story they wanted to tell, and it's fine. Like, it made sense in context of all the characters and stuff. But just speaking personally, like, I thought the and, you know, again, it goes against the style of the game, which was more about, like, investigating the mysteries and figuring stuff out, instead of, like, head-to-head sort of, like, Curse Bearer versus Curse Bearer type conflicts. But speaking for me personally, that would have been cool if they had gone that route. It's kind of the route I thought they were going. And I'm not, like, necessarily disappointed that they didn't go that way, but I think it could have been sick if they had. Characters were great. There were a lot of really, like, well thought out, well fleshed out, understandable characters in here.
I'm really glad I played this game. I think this is a good game. I don't know that they did anything here that was like mind-blowingly super original, you know? It was good. It was for sure good. And the concept is solid, and the characters are solid. But... And there were some definitely amazing moments in the game. But I can't help but feel like they could have done more. I don't know. Maybe I'm demanding too much. This is a solid game for sure. Very solid, but I don't know. I give this a solid like 8 out of 10, I think. I think that's fair. And we'll go ahead and just say that. 8 out of 10 seems fair to me. This concludes this game, Paranormasight, which we've dedicated 7 streams to. It's a good number to end on, right? Like 7. It's like there's some meaning to that number. It's not a meaningless number, I would think. I think it's fair to say. I don't know if we'll be playing many visual novels in the future. These types of games are pretty dicey as a stream game because they demand attention between parts, you know? Like, people will get to part 5, and they don't want to watch because they haven't seen parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it does discourage people from participating and enjoying the streams, which is totally understandable. I think there's value to playthroughs of this type, but you can't blame people for, like, looking at that and being like, nah, I can't watch it. So I don't think this is the start of like a visual novel like arc on the Laggie Couch Twitch channel, but I'm glad we played this. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it. This is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And I'm glad that we get to play a game like this on the channel, you know? So this concludes this week's activities. Is there anything else we need to cover before we move on from the game itself? I don't think so. Vibe-wise, I loved it. Like, spooky, sort of like paranormal type stuff, but not like in-your-face, jump scare. With a few exceptions here and there, is like what I'm all about. I love it. So, thank you so much for making this game. Thanks to everyone that put their heart and soul into it. I'm glad I played it. I'll play it again. It was a good game. And, it's really been wrapped up, hasn't it? Like, there's no room for, like, a part 2 at all. It's pretty self-contained, which is kind of nice. I guess there were some, like, hints story-wise, like the police department itself and, like, the paranormal division and stuff they deal with. So I guess they could go that route. But yeah, at the end of the day, I do feel myself feeling like it was wrapped up, like, a little bit too cleanly and, like, ideally. And no one died, and it, like, wasn't super messy, and everyone got, like, their happy ending. And I wouldn't have hated it if they had gone, like, full-on, if they committed to a route. But I guess we did have our endings. Like, our quote-unquote bad endings on those routes that kind of, like, you know, allowed us to experience those sort of endings. So maybe it's fine. Maybe I'm being too demanding. Good stuff. Mio's best character. Mayu's right behind her. Good stuff. Good game. Good game overall, I think. So, we're going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all this, then, like, the biggest kudos and thank yous I have to give, I give them to you now. Very awesome of you. Thank you so much for joining this journey with me. If you've only watched, like, this part, then thank you also. That's very cool that you decided to join the last part of the entire series. But you should go back and watch the rest. And if you haven't watched this, I wish you good vibes anyways. This has been Laggie Couch. This has been Paranormasight, a game about the mysteries of Honjo, about curses and desires and regrets of people passing on and their surviving loved ones, wanting to bring them back and not being able to accept them being gone, of ambition and darkness and friendship and all kinds of stuff. We've seen it all here. We really have. So, I wonder what you take from it. I will have to think about my takeaways, I think, from this game, but it certainly affected me. and it will stay with me for a while. Guys, take care of yourselves, and I'll do my best to do the same. The couch is out of here. Later, and good night. If you had the chance to bring someone back from the dead, what would you do?